3, 2, 1.
Merry Christmas! Dregscast, it's Christmas episode.
Christmas morning.
Christmas episode number 1.
Christmas episode.
If you watch this on the 24th of December, don't. It should be the 25th. Christmas morning, you should be unwrapping presents. Anyway, Dregscast Christmas special with Dregs,
William,
and
Owen.
It's the Dregscast with sound effects, ladies and gentlemen. If you like the sound effects, please subscribe. If you don't, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Feedback at Dregscast. Anyway,
a few things for the people who are thinking the first 7 minutes are boring and are tuning out. Yeah.
Normally the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, just skip to minute 7. Like that's all you do. It takes a wee while to get into things. We've got business to talk about. See, this is going to turn people off even faster. Hey. No, you stop it.
We paid a lot of money for these.
Right.
We've got 9 sound effects. 9. Count them.
Okay. Number 1, hit subscribe. Whether you like us or not, just do it.
Yep.
Number 2, at Dregscast. Is that how it's said?
At Dregscast.
At Dregscast.
The
Twitter feed is going to get even more amazing as time goes by. You might as well follow it.
Fantastic.
There you go.
We'll do them all. Have a vote. There's 1. That's number 2.
Read that.
It's my favourite though. It's festive. That's a good one. Sorry, you were saying something important. What you said?
Start up. Let's do it. Get serious.
Just awful.
Jean-Paul Gaultier, everybody.
Just awful. Well,
Jean-Paul Watson over here.
It's quite right because Owen is the man of the sea. So I went for the seaside theme.
Man of sea, man of sea.
Thought into this.
So you're a deep sea diver, is that correct?
That's right, Dregs, yes.
Right. That's all I've got.
Is that right?
I did them literally in minutes, so pretty sure.
A deep sea diver is rhyming slang for a £5 note, which is weird because you'd think it would be like a goat.
5 deep sea diver. 5.
How can a deep sea diver find? Right.
Yeah,
See what I did there. Because you're posh, I thought.
Right, not £5 note goat.
No.
How did you get into that job? Deep sea diving?
Deep sea diving. I started off sports diving.
Stop. Hang on, may I?
Please interject.
I want to talk about how incredible.
We were having a nice conversation.
Yeah, but it's about to be boring. Right, so I want the incredible wealth of the man is where we're heading here.
Of his knowledge.
Like, how do you get into being incredibly wealthy? Surely.
So, you're really rich. How did you get
How'd you get into scuba diving?
How did you get scuba diving, yeah? So you're a diver?
I was a sports diver.
What's a sports diver?
Looks at fish. Somebody goes out, pays money to dive,
Right.
goes out looking at fish and things like that.
So do you hold your breath for a long time, or?
No.
How long?
You don't hold it at all.
So you're a scuba diver, basically?
Yeah, scuba diving.
So you're like a scuba safari, as it were?
Perfect explanation of it, yeah.
Right. So what kind of fish? What's your favourite kind of fish? Haddock?
No, I'd say lionfish.
Lionfish?
Have you ever
Also chicken fish.
Have you ever swum with the cod?
No.
Could you say you could?
Maybe.
You reached out and touched cod?
I'm not an expert on fish. Hang on. Turn yourself off.
Say
that again.
Where?
Could you? There we go.
Reach out and touch cod.
Yeah.
Reach out and touch cod.
There you go. So you're from? Where are you from?
Southeast, around London.
Southeast what? England.
England. There we go.
Right. London. There's not much diving in London, is there? Apart from dead bodies in the Thames.
You sound posh.
Are you posh?
As fuck. Like, are your parents happy with your chosen career? Weren't you expected to be like a doctor or a lawyer or?
Well, they're at dinner parties. They say, "Oh, my son Owen. Oh yes, he has a hobby. We'll call it.
He works in oil.
Yeah, fry fish and chips.
And
olive oil.
We need an answer.
What was the question? I've forgotten it already.
Yeah.
Are your parents proud of what you do?
I would think so. Yeah.
Is that because of the incredible wealth it brings?
No, it doesn't hurt, does it?
You know when people win the lottery?
Yeah.
They say, if I win the lottery, I'm going to give my mum a house, my dad a house.
People win the lottery, you win like 10 million.
Bring my brother a car.
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing you've ever given your family members?
Fridge magnet, maybe?
Nice. Come on.
Biggest thing?
Yeah, almost expensive is what I'm asking.
An induction hob, or part of an
induction hob.
Very nice.
Here's a hob. This is the hob. I'll show you how to use it.
Those aren't cheap.
An induction hob. What's an
my mum
induction
is
hob?
about £4,000, right?
No. 800 quid or something.
You got a cheap one.
Split it with my sister. Well, there were 4
With
families.
your sister. Was she like a nurse?
Is that why you're rich? Yeah, I thought it's great. That's a Christmas present.
What did she do?
Dutch and Hobbs are probably
Come on, what did she do?
expensive.
She's not a diver, is she?
Something to do with sales.
Sales.
Oh, okay,
What
right.
could, like,
For a company called Dregscast.
wait, so
Dregscast
basically,
dot-
she worked-
you're a
worked in-
family based on the ocean.
she worked
You've
in
got one who
Comet.
works in sales.
I don't have any
Sorry?
She works in sales for rackspace.com.
You
He's
sound
not
like-
got it.
it's like,
What's the question?
Sales.
you both work in the sea. Oh, that's good.
No, I think it's more of a. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she works in the sea,
She works in sales, yeah,
And you work in the
and I
boat.
work underwater.
underwater.
Yeah,
Underwater. So you work in gas or oil? What?
oil and gas, same thing.
Really?
Well, they come from the same place, so yeah. Why not?
So there's oxygen, but that's not the point.
No,
What?
it doesn't.
That's it.
It comes from the land.
People don't pipe oxygen out from a couple of thousand meters under
They
the sea.
do. Oh,
Do they?
nothing under the sea.
Okay.
So which one is it? Gas or?
Well, it's the
oil?
same way of getting it out. You drill holes,
Yeah.
and you either get oil and gas, or you get gas.
What do
So
you
what
do?
do you do? You drill or?
No, we come in after the drilling's done. So they drill a hole, they'll put a well on it,
Yep.
and then we connect the well back to the main pipeline. So we do a lot of.
Sounds
Pipe.
what I'd say was it sounds riveting.
I believe you're getting into this too much.
riveting.
Riveting.
You do a. That's what we do. What do you do?
Hey?
Specifically,
You're a
you.
diver.
Specifically me,
Well, specifically, apart from times when you're sitting eating Jaffa cakes,
which is most of the time, to be honest.
how much do you get paid per Jaffa cake?
I have it's a quid a Jaffa cake? 50p.
50p per Jaffa cake.
Wow.
The time it takes him to eat a Jaffa cake,
He gets
He's earned
50p.
50p.
he's earned 50p.
Yeah.
But he does eat them slowly.
Ah.
Important.
You do is you nibble around the outside,
Uh huh.
and then you sort of peel the orangey bit off,
Uh huh.
and then it's your choice between eating the sponge or eating the orange first. I like to take the sponge first.
You do have a lot of time on your hands, don't you?
Then you're left with this nice bit of like orangey bit of chocolate on it, and then you just.
Wow.
50p you got for that.
That's
Would that be about the
that's like 3 minutes,
Would
right?
that be about the time it would take
No,
you?
it's
No, that was pretty much real
30
time.
seconds.
30 seconds.
Right, I see what you're doing there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson used to earn £100 a second. That's not. No, $100? £100. We've
He's
got
10
£100 a
times better
second.
than you. Why did you not take up
He's
a
not
career-
10 times, that's awful math.
Why
not
did
take
you? Why
up
did you
music?
not take up a career in maths? Yeah, career in pop music.
50p a minute, £100 a second, 10 times difference.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll pay your wages. Okay.
Michael Jackson only works for like a couple hours a night. He works all day. Strikes maths.
He's getting that. He's getting that. He's getting that per
Ah,
second
keep
every
telling
day.
yourself.
I don't know if we need. that.
Well, like, not the sound effects. So why did you not career pursue a career in pop?
Pop music.
What?
Because
Michael Jackson.
I have no musical talent whatsoever.
Neither did Michael Jackson. He was terrible.
Don't
Don't worry. Don't worry about the
Don't
phone.
focus
You can
on that.
dance, you
It
can
was-
dance.
He can dance. Can you not
I
dance?
believe
That's
that.
fine. It's off.
I believe that was a gag.
So on.
We don't need it.
So
For those of you who tuned out by now, we've turned the phone off.
Ah, for the sound effects.
For those
So,
of you who stop after
how
7 minutes.
long do you spend underwater at a time? Do you know the answer? Is that why you're
No,
well-
I
It's
was-
underwater and under pressure.
right? Oh, it's a high pressure
Can I-
job or a low pressure
It's a high
job,
pressure job.
right?
Can I ask
Gotta
you
be
one?
nice to have a sound effect about now, wouldn't it?
My question is,
William's got to say something.
so you eat your Jaffa cakes.
Right.
Yeah.
For how many days would you eat your Jaffa cakes?
How many days?
Like, how many days is just Jaffa cakes?
Daily.
Daily. For how many days before you go underwater?
Monday, Jaffa cake.
Well, okay, the last job. So the last job is pretty typical. I did about 9 days of eating Jaffa cakes before I went underwater.
Right,
Yeah.
so 9 days.
Then I ate Jaffa cakes for 28 days
Underwater.
underwater.
Oh yeah, hang on, you eat them underwater?
Oh, what's not underwater? Under pressure.
Oh, so you got 9 days on boat,
9 days on the boat, and then 28 days in the chamber,
10 to 28 days under pressure,
and then
listening to Queen.
With a gun at your head, obviously.
obviously, and then
Just more
Pick a
pressure.
pipe. Pick a pipe. All right, yeah, that one.
and then another week
Alright.
afterwards.
Because I did some research for this, because I like that.
Yeah, what did your
So
research
basically, what
tell
happens is like you diver guys go down, and you stay at the whatever level it is.
Yep.
Do you avoid the bends, benders?
Why not?
Well, homophobia is rife in this society. That's all I'll say. So yeah, rather than coming going up and down, like 9 to 5, you have to stay down there for
That's right.
28 days.
No, is it?
Yeah.
And what's it called? What's the
I
thing
thought you
called?
said- I thought you said the thing is you don't stay down, you come up on the boat, but you keep the same pressure
Well,
as
no.
if you were down.
Yeah, you
Ah,
go
right.
you go down to the pressure, and so you stay at that pressure. When you actually go diving, you leave the storage chamber, the living chamber,
Yep.
where you're pressurised. You go down to the seabed,
In diving bell.
yeah, for 8 hours, and you come back, So you're physically coming up, but you're at the same pressure.
Yeah.
Right.
So you stay at the same pressure for 28 days.
Because it stays the same. It doesn't matter how long you're down there for. Once the pressure's built up, that's at a set level.
After you've been in there for 12 hours, it doesn't matter if you're in there for. After 12 hours, it can be another 10 years. The decompression is the same.
Yeah. So 8 days, 9 days, singing the theme tune to Titanic, leaning over the front of the boat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you go into the decompression chamber for 28 days, and you go down underwater for 8 hours.
Back up.
Yep.
Every day
For
28 days.
16 hours.
No.
How long are you back up for?
Down for 8, up for 16, yeah.
So it's just a regular working shift.
Yep, 8 hour shift.
So you're down for 8 hours, what are you doing underwater?
The last job we were putting in pipelines to connect an oil storage tank.
That's what they're doing, what are you doing?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but how do you put in it? What's like, describe your work.
I don't know who did 16 hours up a
No, we'll come to that.
Well, let's say you've got a pipe.
Yeah?
You basically...
A cylinder, we'll call it.
Yeah, well, a pipeline. You've got a pipeline.
Yeah.
Hang on, you put the drink down. So you've got a pipeline that's been laid to, let's say, here.
Here, yeah.
Then you've got an oil rig, let's say, here.
Yeah.
There's a gap between the two of them.
Yeah.
So you need what's called a spool piece
Right.
to fit between the two of them.
Yep.
So they manufacture that on land somewhere, the right size and the right angles and everything. So they put that down on the crane, and then we'll pick it up with lift bags or other lift rigging, and line it up, and then put big bolts through, and a sealing face, and bolt it all together.
So you were down in bolt shit.
Yeah.
So basically, you kind of glue stuff or bolt stuff together.
Yeah, like plumbing, big, heavy plumbing.
Yeah.
You're a plumber.
You're underwater plumber, basically.
And
Well, really not even that hard, because like, what is it hard to?
Well, the big bolts are like 65 kilos.
A bolt.
Aye, but it's underwater, eh? So we'll later.
No,
Yeah, it's about 64.
See,
He knows.
Is it,
things are lighter underwater.
Things are lighter underwater.
I've been washing up.
how heavy is it underwater?
It's probably about 50.
Yeah.
So you're lifting a 50 kilo bolt yourself?
In water.
You don't look that bug.
A bug?
You got a suit on though.
He was
Is it that time again?
Again, is she talking
We had a
to
theme tune
son?
for the. We're gonna measure the biceps.
Yeah.
We're
Go on.
gonna measure the biceps.
We know the answer.
Answer.
Biceps.
Don't wanna flex.
Who's got the
I'm
biggest?
left-handed.
Ready? Flex
Okay,
it.
we're
Put it
doing
up.
right.
Left-handed.
We'll get Dregs to do it later. Go on, bend.
Up. We'll post it on Facebook.
Oh, he's 14 and 3/4.
And what are you again?
14 and, well, actually it's 14
More
and
than
7
14.
eighths. Do you want to do his one arm? Because he's left-handed.
I'm left-handed.
Which would normally mean you
So this is my pint pulling
Oh,
arm.
no. Oh, wow. 11. That's your pipe puller arm.
wrist.
Is that what you say to ladies?
Yeah.
I like to put my pipe in this arm. Ah. Well, right, so you have.
Flex for me.
Tighten it.
That's tight.
Chuck a couple of fingers in there, would you?
For the boys, 14 and a 2.
Alright, there you go.
So there you go.
There you go.
So,
Just a little fella. So how are you lifting? You're doing heavy lifting all day.
manual labour.
Manual labour. You're eating
Underwater.
lobster on the ship, presumably.
Not really.
Well fed. You're not getting the hospital food.
Are you working on your own, like? Or is
There's
there
2
a
of
team?
us down there. Well, 3 of us down there. One stays in the diving bell.
We'll see watching for sharks.
Yeah. And
Right.
2 of us go out diving.
So is it?
So 2-man lift, so 25 kilograms then.
So who goes in there?
Well, you can't necessarily have 2 people on it. It depends on. the
So what
position of it.
does Stevie stand there like that's your boy you work with, Stevie, and you're doing the ratchet and the rivet and whatever,
Yeah.
and Stevie's like, well, you can't say anything because you're underwater, so it's just like,
Well, you can. You still talk to people.
oh,
he's
you got radio.
he's got the big thing on, hasn't he?
You got a big helmet on. You can
Alright.
still talk to people.
So he's like,
He's like Jacques Cousteau.
did a good job there.
Well,
Good
he's,
job.
probably doing something else as well.
Like what? Like what's your
He's
name?
probably guiding the boat in or something. I don't know.
Well, you hold that and I get it in.
Yeah, basically.
I'm just saying this. Sounds like a pretty easy job. Really.
So you've got.
It's terrible, isn't it?
So what's it go? Right. Well, hang
So
on.
Stevie,
So you've got this. This is what you do. You go down. You hang
This
out
isn't
for
all
8
we do,
hours.
this- we
You
do
pick
different
up,
things.
You
This
pick
is
up
one-
a big old bolt.
This is one part of the job.
You pick it up. Stevie picks it up. You
Right.
guide it in.
Yeah.
Then you screw it in.
Yeah.
And then you presumably you've got to put like 12 of them in.
Yeah, around about. Depends.
Around about 12, 16.
Yeah, it
Some-
depends on the place.
how much does the
Of course
seabed
it
do you
depends
see?
on the
How much the seabed?
How's the visibility in there?
At the last job I did, it was lovely.
So you can see a lot.
You can see,
The sea.
15 odd metres.
Okay.
Alright, so that's-
Sometimes you can see a couple of feet.
No cod.
And
And
Card is not with us.
no, it's up to you.
Right.
We're not going to discuss that right here.
and then the guy on the surface, what's he doing?
The supervisor, well, he's running everything else.
The guy, he's compressed as well.
No, he's just sat on the surface He doesn't need a big press because he's on the surface.
So why are you not a supervisor? It seems like an easier job. For more money.
Don't have the experience. Less money.
What's the experience? Oh really?
Yeah.
So more experience.
How much per
less
Jaffa
money.
cake?
Yeah.
A little bit less. Maybe
30p, 40p.
He gets Kit Kats.
30, 40p. Yeah, 40p.
Okay.
So how long do you see yourself in this profession before you go, you know what, I made enough? I made several millions off this month.
Another 5 to 10 years.
And then what, retire?
Probably go do something else
Commercial.
in the industry.
Would you say
Just
you...
not underwater.
What kind of industry?
Well, in the oil and gas industry, just not underwater.
Oh, really? Carry on.
Probably, yeah.
So if I was earning 50p per Jaffa cake, I wouldn't be working for much longer.
Yeah.
Why, you'd be surprised.
What, you can blow it on. And now we come to the good part.
So wait,
At some point you've got to stop working and then you need an income from something, don't you?
Right?
Right.
Your
So-
holdings.
So you work for what?
Yeah.
Like a month at a time? Like,
Give or take, yeah.
so you're on a month, off a month, or what?
Yeah,
Not quite, but...
So you work 6 months a year, basically,
basically, yeah.
and then
No,
you know
well, hang on. More specifically, you work 6 months... He gets paid 6 months a year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember-
There's no
remember
pay
for-
for time off.
Remember, for 9 days, he's sitting on the front of the boat just going,
Getting paid.
once, twice...
3 times a
You still
day.
get paid for that.
Right? You
You
still
don't
get
get paid at home, so
And then good chunks of the shift you're sitting in the up on the surface, 16 hours a day you're just sitting there watching the Dregscast.
Do you pay
yeah.
tax on that? Because
Yes.
you work offshore?
Yes.
Right.
What's your tax rate?
Do you pay a lot?
40%.
Wow, that's a lot.
So factor that into your. You should be.
Why you not? What?
something
Right,
else.
okay. So,
hang
is there
on
anywhere else in the
for-
world you could work?
So that's 20p
That's not
per
the
Jaffa
UK,
cake.
say.
So every time you eat a Jaffa cake, you have to give the government 20p.
For 50, that's that, yeah. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
40% of a 50?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's maths. Yeah.
How much
If
is
you've
the
got a
Jaffa
Jaffa
cake?
cake and you cut it into.
No.
No,
The taste.
just you eat the Jaffa cake
Yeah.
and you give the government 20p. That's what you do.
Yeah. Okay.
That's when you're onshore, mind you, when you're offshore.
That's offshore.
So if you're on and off, basically, if you're offshore, right now, if you're to eat a Jaffa cake, you'd be due the government 10p.
Why didn't they spread it out? I was going to say, like, rather than giving you all the money at once, could you not spread it out so you pay less tax? Or is that a dodge?
Well, you spread out over the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is you earn close to £1 million a day.
Yeah, close to that.
Close to that. So,
Why
You've been to a pay cut, paying
what,
£2 million.
yeah, what do you do in your off time? How do you spunk on all your money?
I don't know, just on holidays.
you don't know.
And,
You don't know.
You don't know.
Holidays.
What's your
Yeah.
holiday like?
If you don't know, I'll be your banker.
Yeah. So where are you on holiday?
So I'm
You
gone,
got
mate. You blew it.
Somewhere above the sea line, obviously.
Yeah. I go on holidays to, where do we go? Asia. Going
Right.
sailing for a couple of months next year.
Is that your sister sorting that out, is she?
Yeah, because she's
Yeah,
in
she's
sailing.
sales, squishes. We don't need that.
You don't need that.
We
Yeah.
got our own sound effects.
Yeah, no, I think our viewers are
We can
wise
edit.
enough to know that.
And
We
they're
can
wise
connect-
enough to know when a joke's happened.
Like,
Viewers, a joke has
I remember
just
something
happened.
happened like several minutes ago. Yeah, I got recalled.
For those of you turned off at the 7-minute mark,
Oh, jokes on you.
No one's probably listening.
So basically-
this is well over 7 minutes.
So you travel around the world, and then you come back here, work around the war, and then travel around the world again.
is it
What kind of life is that?
It's crazy.
is it 4 and 4 off, or are you, like, have you got 2 months off just now or something? 3.
Well, this is a bit weird because it's the winter time, so a lot of boats go into dry dock because it's bad weather.
Right.
So they
Well, it's not bad weather.
Couldn't you go
What is
south?
it?
it's above the water and the
Yeah, but
boats,
underwater.
the boats on top of the water.
Aye, but they're not just being like
Boats-
so.
boats all over the place.
But you could just go on down and stay there.
Ah, but it comes down from it.
And if the boat's giving it, whee, that's
What,
not
you
good.
not come up or something?
But they want work done. They don't want them to
Yeah.
come up.
Yeah,
Why,
so just,
why would you pay somebody 50
Yeah, but you can
Jaffa
just stay
cake
there. No, but
to
you
be on
can,
the surface?
you can just stay down there.
But it gets
Is
a bit
there umbrellas?
dangerous getting down there. If
Why?
you're down there, well,
That's what I'm getting at.
okay, the boat,
Hard-hitting questions. Sorry,
boat-
that's,
the boat sits there
yeah.
on dynamic positioning,
Yeah.
and if the weather's really rough, it'll get
That's GPS.
pushed out of
DPS.
position, and if it runs off far enough, then you're going to get dragged away.
Are
If
you,
you're
physically
attached, you're
connected
physically
to the boat.
attached to the diving belt, one umbilical, and that to the boat. So if the boat moves like this, you get dragged away.
Yeah.
And if your umbilical would be twisted around something,
Yeah.
it would get snapped. And that happened to someone
Oh.
last
Before you say
year
that, have you ever seen a man?
sometime.
Have that happen to him?
Not live, I've seen
Oh.
the videotape of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, on the boat?
It's on another boat.
Why did they show you that?
Safety.
That's just brutal.
Yeah.
This is
The,
what could happen to you in your
How stupid are the people you work with?
How what?
Stupid.
Are stupid. They're generally quite intelligent.
Okay.
generally.
I told you about the job I went for once, which is like a pretty highly paid job. I can't remember, but piles, because it was danger money.
Right.
And
Doing what?
sawing pipes or something.
Crab
Like it was working with it. working maybe it wasn't much money. It felt like a lot of money back then.
Deadliest catch.
But like they said, right, it was the most dangerous place to work in the area or something.
It must have been a fisherman or something. That's the most
Lothians Road.
It was on the line. But everyone kept like losing arms, losing legs, chopping their things off, and like they were just idiots. And they had a very firm like "fuck up and I fire you" kind of thing. And they had a sign saying "Do not walk down this road." And just on my interview or whatever it's called, not an interview, guidance thing where they show you around. There was a guy walking down like
Stevie, what did you do?
Aye, come over here. Hi, Mr. Trouble Boss. You're fired.
Yeah?
Alright, hi. And they had a guy. he was sawing a pipe. Listen like this. He was a big old pipe, and he was sitting there striking it.
Sawing it by hand.
And he was sawing it by hand. Presumably not with a saw, maybe with a welding arc, whatever, not welding arc, but like something.
A sawing device. Yeah.
A device, a gadget. But we'll have it like this because then it's like the
Yeah,
cartoons.
it's physical.
And then and the guy comes across and says, "Davey, any comments on your work there? No? Right, I want you to stop. Don't do any more of your work. Stop. I'm just gonna pop away for a minute. Stay there. You're getting paid."
Right.
So
Have a Jaffa cake.
have a Jaffa cake.
Yep.
So he goes away. The guy's like, "Oh, fantastic!" Comes back and takes a photo of him, a couple of photos of him. Give it like,
Davey's like,
for the record.
hey,
And
lad.
what he was doing is it was a lot like you'd see in like a what's it called?
James Bond.
Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
It's just where he's sawing the wrong side.
Right, he's sitting on it, hanging over this big drop, like a 20-foot drop, and he's just sawing the thing, ready to tumble. Like, Stevie, whatever it was,
These cunts exist.
you're fired.
How?
I don't know how.
Did
I don't think he was fired. He was told to turn around. But like,
Yeah.
did you get a lot of those boys?
No.
Right.
So, how did you get into it then? Like, how
Do you
did
have a PhD yourself?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say,
No.
like, how did they sort the wheat from the chaff?
Just a master's degree?
No.
An honorary degree?
No.
You got any qualifications at all?
Have you got a paddy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't need it for diving. I've got a diving.
I also
HSC
hang on.
diving ticket.
What's a paddy? Is it 3? No.
Pay and dive immediately.
Pay and dive immediately, that's it. You know it. Have you got a paddy?
I've got the other one. Cresta or something?
Cresta? Bezak?
I don't know.
Oh, Cressy? No.
Cressy.
No,
What's
that's,
that?
that's a makeup regulator.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Nowie. What? No.
I went diving.
Fuck it.
It was in Asia.
Right. So you
It
got
was
a
paddies.
qualification.
Paddy's what if you were to go to like a Thailand beach resort.
Yeah.
Look at fish, that's how I started. The paddy
Yeah, I'm
ticket.
so excited. I've always wanted to go scuba diving all my life and surfing. That's why I'm here.
And then the guy would be a paddy.
Do you have to do it in a high pitch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you have to go like, how much is it for the course? It's like £4,000 and I'll teach you to breathe. Yeah! So he did that.
Right.
Is it over here or is it in Thailand?
I learned to dive in Central America.
Central America.
Mm.
Hang on.
It's the
Not
bit,
North
it's
America.
a bit between North and South.
I was going to say
Guatemala.
Mexico. I was
Honduras,
going to say
yeah.
Mexico, surely, but yeah, okay.
Didn't I do well?
Close.
Honduras. So you had, how did you afford that?
Back in the day, I had.
Owen go wild!
That's how I did it. Lots of like Owen goes wild videos.
I'd be your friend. I'd be your boyfriend. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you paid for that.
Grandmother left me some money. Me and my sister.
Left you.
Left you.
Just on the counter.
Oh,
It's not like a brown paper bag.
here's
Like,
10 grand.
It's some
Go,
money.
go
Just
suck
so-
up. Go,
I need a job done.
Don't tell the tax man.
go one cup for a couple of businessmen. Here's 10 grand. On you go. Fantastic. So you did
Pretty
that.
much.
You did the business,
Exactly how it did. Yep.
and then
So
you
I-
went right. I'm gonna go teach myself how to dive in
Honduras.
Honduras.
Yeah.
Right. And you got that qualification,
That was the paddy qualification. Yeah.
right? And then
Then where do we go from there?
This is kind of path to millionaire dumb. That's what we're
yeah.
after.
Right.
So basically, have a rich grandparent.
Right,
Will leave you a lot of
not
money.
even
Not
that
that
much.
rich, not that
It's
rich.
like four grand, 3 grand, 2 grand.
No,
$4
the paddy ticket's like $400.
Okay, so not much, cheap.
Not a lot of money.
So
To get to
for
Honduras. though.
$400,
Yeah.
you can be earning 50p a Jaffa cake.
No, that's just the paddy ticket.
All right, so
Hang on.
We're at this. If this is like the
That was back in 1998.
9.
give us a quick path.
This is the path.
Right, here we go.
We're down here at the minute.
So you're in Honduras.
Yeah.
Loads of very attractive, big-bootied ladies.
Pay attention.
Right.
Yeah,
Is
Honduras.
that yes?
This has nothing to do with anything.
You don't prefer
No, for the people watching, they want to learn how to be a millionaire.
It doesn't have to be Honduras. It can be anywhere.
Right, but you're in Honduras with the big-bootied ladies.
Yeah.
Did you like the big-bootied ladies?
Yeah, not so much.
Not so much. Is that because of the big booties, or
Probably, yeah.
okay?
What are your feelings about the?
Well, you know, this is the thing I've seen lately, right? you know, there's a lot of these kind of, you know, selfies and stuff, especially the mirror selfies. And there's a woman slim, nice face, boobies, slim tummy, and a huge ass.
It's the latest thing, isn't it?
It's the latest thing. I don't get it.
It's Kim Kardashian.
Is that what it is? I'd have thought.
Yeah,
If, like,
she's got a big ass.
I mean, she's nice, but we could jog. I'll take a jog in for a wee while.
No, but it depends if it's fat or muscular though. It
Dude,
depends.
like, you can't have that much muscle.
But then,
No, you
You
can't.
can't.
but like, how can they get it?
Quads as
How can
well.
they get it proportioned if I was like no fat and then fat on the ass?
I saw a great video about
Injections.
It was like a
Botox injections of the ass are like pec implants,
Yeah.
but for the ass.
It was like Model's World or something like this. I was watching a selection of these videos on the YouTubes, and they had the people in where was it? Jamaica, and
No.
Jamaica, and this guy saying, "Oh yeah, I love the big ladies, you know,
I love the booty.
I like with a big booty, you know, like this." And then he says,
Can I just do one sound effect?
"Is this gonna be donkey?"
It's going to be.
Parrot. That's it. That's it. There you go.
So they get exactly the guy's saying, "I like big butts, love them." Like, you know, none of these skinny little white girls. You
They're
know, what I mean?
amazing.
He totally understands why. You know,
And this was you, or
no, this was this guy
Someone else,
being
right.
interviewed. Out there, they
is he being interviewed on the Dregscast?
No, not yet. He's being interviewed
He's
on
coming it.
this
It's next week,
modelling world.
Next week, this guy on the Dregscast.
No. But I would
I'm just loving it how you can't get a word in edgewise. It's just fantastic. Oh, this is great.
I'll try my best.
I'm enjoying it.
I'll try my best.
I know, it's great. It's like, oh.
Finish the story, man.
So apparently in Jamaica,
don't finish the story.
they take chicken medication. They give chickens.
What's going on with you, Dregs?
They feed chickens certain medications.
So you started off diving
to get
in
chicken.
Honduras.
Massive asses. It's huge ass chickens.
Right, because that's what you want, right? You want a chicken.
No,
yes,
big breasts and big thighs.
exactly.
Not big butts.
Right, which cannot lie. They're connected.
Who has eaten a chicken?
Who's looking at a chicken and going, nice ass on
Yeah,
that
exactly.
chicken?
Thighs, yes. Legs, yes.
Yes.
Breast, yes.
Right.
Oh, you know,
That's what they want.
I want some chicken glutes.
That's
How much?
Isn't that where the chicken nuggets come from?
No, there's no way anyone wants chicken ass. Oh, tastes foul. No, horrible.
That was not a foul. I didn't know it
No, yeah, that was an easy one. But no, there's nobody who goes, oh, KFC can have chicken ass. There's no way.
They would though, if it was on sale.
It's your chicken. No way. Chicken's ass goes like from like that to
Where's
that.
the chicken ass?
Because chickens
Where is
like
it?
shit out fucking eggs. No way.
I'm just trying to imagine a stood up chicken.
Fine.
It's under the tail somewhere, isn't it?
Because it's always the wrong way around,
So
isn't
the
it?
ass, isn't it?
Like, oh. So this.
So,
Moving on.
you digress.
So they take the pills that they give to the chickens.
Aye.
And the women are taking it to try to get the shape. And
The shape of a chicken.
right
What?
for reals,
Really?
man. Yeah.
Chicken shape.
Yeah, they want the big. that's getting chicken dance. That's different.
Right.
I'm
Fucking chicken.
I'm hearing techno when he does.
So you're saying? Are you saying that the ultimate woman has a physique of a chicken?
So the guy says, I mean, I understand why. I mean, of course you take chicken medication because you know it's attractive. You know that's the kind of girl I'd go for. And he carries on to say, my wife, if she saw me walking down the street with a skinny girl, yeah, she'd assume me worked with her. But if you saw me walking down, wouldn't feel threatened. But if you saw me walking down the street with a girl with a big ass,
Who looks like a chicken.
who looks like a chicken, she'd be like, "What? You're cheating on me?" And he says, "It's
Is that your best Jamaican
no, I
accent?
was trying to do chicken." That way, you chicken on me. Anyway, so then he says, "This has been tragic." Then he says, "What does he say next?" They look nice in their clothes. You get them home.
What chicken?
Nah,
It's okay.
not so nice.
That's it.
That's what he says.
Right.
So he likes the big butts
Yeah.
and the clothes, but when you get home, not so
But
nice.
then you see some which are like perfectly, they're nice and round,
So
and the skin soft. Then you still know which are like
It's not muscle, that's what I'm saying.
they look like cauliflower.
You
They've
look-
got so much cellulite, it looks like a cauliflower.
So
like,
that's not real, that's a marketing propaganda
Well, you
thing
know,
for ladies.
people know what I'm
Ladies, for
talking
all our
about.
female.
all right, yeah. All you women who if you have an ass like a fucking cauliflower, have you seen that? You know what I mean? It's all crumpled up. Don't do it, right?
I was just talking to our 3 female subscribers.
We know him by name.
You've all not got cellulite.
Actually, Alana doesn't subscribe.
Dregscast 1, so fuck.
Really?
Yeah, you, I
That's a
guess.
snub, isn't it?
It's a snap.
Bit of a face palm towards the Dregscast, huh?
Well, yeah, I
I'll
guess so.
So we're in Jamaica. Big butts. Cannot lie. You
Jerk
cannot
chicken.
lie.
I'm in Jamaica.
Because that's where this story goes. Big butted women.
You're in
you didn't like them.
Honduras.
You're in Honduras.
I'm gonna go for.
No, you're not.
I am,
No.
after.
No. Oh God. Hang on. Put in the Christmas theme tune then.
Aye.
Is this the pausing music? Hang on.
We'll get some sense out of you before I goes.
Pause, this is the advert time.
Well, YouTube's going to start like putting adverts into this. It's so cool.
Right.
Right. So you're in.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Shoot.
We are partially live.
Live-ish.
Carry on. Make it great. You got nothing without me, Watson. You got nothing.
Right. So you're in Honduras.
Yeah.
Blast us through that. You do a regular paddy course. You go down. You
Regular paddy course.
pay your $400. You dive. You hump loads of white tourists.
Yeah. I started stayed there and worked as like a dive master. Which
All
is a
right.
dive
That's
guide.
more than $400. I know what it is.
I got the course
I've
for
got my
free plus
cert.
working there. So
Oh, okay.
course for free with the dive master.
That's that.
I was there for like 3-4 months, whatever. Came back to the UK,
Yeah.
did an instructor course. Became an open water diving instructor.
That's about $2,000 worth of training.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember now.
I know my prices.
Then went out to Australia
I've been
with
on
a
the
year's working visa.
Years, yeah.
That was in 2000.
So far you're having fun.
Having fun.
On your quest for millions.
Quest for millions. Well, not at this point. At this point, I'm on a quest for working on the beach.
No, right. But so at the same time, if someone were to say, "How can I make a lot of money?" They could say,
I'm getting
"No." They'd be like,
I can bypass all this shit.
"No," they can just have fun along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But this has nothing to do with making money. So
Alright.
I didn't even know about commercial diving at this point.
Okay.
I was just living the dream,
Okay.
kind of. And then ended up in... did my year in Australia.
Yeah.
Was a videographer on the Barrier Reef.
No, underwater.
A videographer? What, footies and that?
Yeah, videos. Film people like an underwater Dregscast.
I doubt it.
That was.
I doubt that very much.
Back in the days of VHS tapes.
Right.
How did you, do you know they don't get wet when you do it?
Well, wait, the trick was...
This is a good question.
You came back to the surface and then you took him out.
Took it out. So, have you ever seen a killer
It took me
whale?
a while to do that.
Or like
no.
a dolphin?
Seen a dolphin.
How was that?
It's good.
Right.
Just like swimming along like that.
What's the biggest underwater thing you've seen then? Besides the pipe, obviously.
Shark.
Shark?
Yeah.
What? The people want to know. Well, the people want to know. They do.
We weren't walking along a certain path while we were in the toilet.
No, we've been sidetracked a bit. We'll come back, I'm sure.
Sorry, no.
It's
You're
another
quite
2
right.
hours to go.
Go on. So big things you've seen: shark,
Shark.
whale.
I've not seen a whale.
No.
Well, it's a mammal, not an underwater thing.
There they are.
That was a trick question.
So that will.
Yeah, well, it's a mammal.
Understand
So,
what
what kind of shark?
Oceanic white tip.
You know you can hypnotise sharks by turning them upside down. Did you know
I
that?
did that, yeah.
How do you turn a shark upside down?
You just go like that.
Like,
Grab it by
so
the
there
fins
it
and
is.
go pop.
It's grabs you.
Yeah.
It's grabs your arm. He's
No.
ripping your
I
arm
really
off,
grab me.
and you just go like this. Oh.
Yeah.
Just roll upside down. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes into a catatonic state. Yeah. It's got my arm. Boom, like this.
That
right?
confuses it.
Yeah.
It thinks it's
I'll bet it
upside
does.
down, and then it turns upside down, and then it's hypnotised.
Exactly.
What?
You heard.
One what? Two.
Right.
I still disagree.
So you...
I'm the shark. Grab.
So that's got it. So
Oh.
before it gets you, you
Right.
swim upside down, and the shark's like,
What the fudge?
fucking hell, maybe I'm upside down. So it turns upside down
There you go.
to match you, and then all of a sudden it's hypnotised.
So you don't turn the shark upside down.
No, but
The shark,
no.
The shark turns
The
itself
last
upside down.
bit. The last bit. No, but you can turn a shark upside down.
Okay.
When he's biting your arm off.
No, I wouldn't let it get that far.
Well,
I'd
you
just
have.
flip it over.
You've got to be more proactive.
Beat Joe Rogan.
No, look. I just grab it by the fins and flip it over. For real. I flip it for real.
For real.
For real.
For real.
Thanks.
I flip you.
Flipping sharks and making podcasts.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
all I
it's all
do.
about.
That's my bread and butter. That's all I do. You see
You
the
don't
shark?
have any cow tipping, where you just stick to
No,
fly.
no, of course not. No.
Shark flipping.
Just sharks, man. Just sharks. It's my thing.
I don't know. I don't know if a shark. Like, let's say this is you. Let's say this big arm is. Well, I mean not you. The arm's a shark,
Alright.
right? I don't think he's gonna come. Oh, I'll come side on for a while.
No, it's not good.
Nah.
No. It's going to come head on.
He's going to come head on.
Head on, but you grab each
It's
fin like
it's
this.
Well,
don't you?
remember,
But on the fin's halfway on his body.
William, remember, the shark's only got eyes inside of his head. This is important.
Reach.
Shark looks like this way.
S-Club
I'm
7
gonna-
were
no,
right.
no.
That was a self-defense against
I'm
sharks.
going to stand in the middle. See where the shark's blind, the blind spot.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to be like that. Come and
Is that
get
a
me.
crocodile?
Boom, flip over.
didn't
No,
know.
because unless you're a hammerhead
That's
shark. If you're a hammerhead shark, your eyes are here.
Yeah.
If you're a regular shark, your eyes are here. I'll just flip it, for real.
A bit.
No problem. Yeah. Punch
That's
in the nose.
the shark, guys.
Do you know that the shark's most sensitive parts is the nose
Flipping off the
anyway?
audience.
Punch in the nose. It's fun.
That's
I do know that.
Apparently,
in the gills. Punch in the
apparently,
gills, not a good one.
well, I was actually going to grab it. The gills and flip
Punch
it
it in
over.
the tits.
Apparently, when a shark bites down on you, it's never been proven, but there's like an electrical pulse. Apparently,
Who cares?
did you know
never
this?
been proven.
Did you know, have you heard this? No,
Electrical
like
pulse.
apparently it says that like a high wave electrical pulse which paralyzes it whoever it bites, so it can't escape.
Right?
Yeah, apparently. So, but
It's
they're
not,
looking into
it's
it.
not
So that
never
whole
been
turn-
recorded or
That whole
proven.
turn upside down idea also wasn't
Oh, apparently it works. That's what I mean. I thought there's no way.
So sharks are electric. You're saying
No,
a shark bites you.
that's eels that are electric.
That's
So a
she.
shark bites you and it
She's
shuts
electric.
down.
No, like we did there. That's a reference. That's a pop culture reference.
Pop
Well,
cultural reference.
Well, obviously,
From
if,
the
if this Dregscast was done in 1995,
Yeah,
Right.
William Watson.
Don't shame it.
This is William with his finger on the pulse right there.
I think it's...
It's Oasis, mate.
Oasis,
It's
yeah.
Oasis. Fucking hell, man.
Underwater
My
music.
that touch.
So, what do you do?
touch.
What do you do?
That's boat music.
What is
She's out of touch.
any song?
She's out of touch.
How's that? No, any song.
Because that's called yacht rock.
Any song. Yacht rock.
Yacht rock. That's what you listen to when you're on the yacht.
Yacht racht.
Yacht rock.
So, what do you do to pass the time when you're underwater, like other than working?
I love that.
Well, when you're underwater, you work.
Yeah, but and then what?
I tried to tell a story from A to B
No,
to C.
forget
You're
that.
like, fuck it.
I remember Rashomon. Right.
Yeah. Watch it.
I've seen a Quentin Tarantino film. This is how it goes.
Okay.
So, what do you do to pass time when you're at like
Back in the
sea
chamber.
level, but you're at
Back in the chamber.
pressure? You're under pressure.
What? We're back there.
Yeah, we're
no,
back there.
we're back.
Yeah.
William, we never answered all the
time.
questions.
No, we didn't.
Watch a lot of movies.
What kind of movies?
I don't know.
With the men?
With the men?
There's
Well-
other men there, right? There's a guy who holds
No,
it.
no, no. Well, there's
So,
three of
so
you.
hang on, he holds it and you stick it in.
Alright, there's three
What
of
kind of
you.
movies do you watch?
So, whatever you want to watch.
Have you seen that cowboy film where
I've seen a lot
There's
of
two
movies.
men.
A lot of movies about gladiators.
Right. So, I presume when you're like, yeah.
I used to work in a bar.
Well done.
Right,
Fucking
yeah.
medal.
Yes.
Ah.
No.
Oh.
He asked. I do.
You worked at a bar.
But
Which
you
bar?
want, do you want a medal? Here's a medal. He's the
Right,
man.
right. So this guy.
Which bar
one
was
of, well, doesn't matter
Does it
which
matter?
bar. I don't want to. I don't
These
want
are
to
not
recommend the
details
brand.
we need.
What was your position? Were you manager?
No, I was a barman.
You're a barman.
I wasn't young.
Is this how you can do all the flair?
Yes.
Right.
Well, you know the words.
Well,
No, one word, flair. Barman
Yeah.
flair. Yeah.
So this guy, who's also one of your sorts, used to come in
did he?
What?
And
Just
then-
English.
in Edinburgh,
English.
and he used to come in and he used to flirt heavily with the bar staff.
Ah, what are
Well,
those
mainly
things?
you.
Got you.
Mainly me.
Really?
Right. And I remember.
When was this? The 80s? 90s?
Nah, 10, 12 years ago. And he and
Oh, hang on.
That's
That's
2002.
2000. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
yeah. And he said to me, I remember once, flirty, more vodka, flirty. And he,
How was he flirting? Was it just saying?
I didn't realise he was flirty until he said flirty. And then,
Why would you say that?
just so I'd know.
Right.
And then he said, maybe he was asking a girl what kind of person I go for, or whatever.
What kind of girls you like, boy?
Okay.
Well, it's funny.
But he said, oh, I'll never forget the words, Owen. He said, any port in a storm, eh?
Any port
Any port in a storm. Now,
I got
Oh.
interesting.
I'm believing that for 6 months in the year, you don't have a typical dock to harbour in.
No.
Ah,
So when you're underwater,
If you're implying it's a big gay orgy, it's not.
what is it? A small
is
gay
it,
orgy?
no, it's a
Tiny little
no,
gay
It's not a gay orgy.
it's a heterosexual gay orgy. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
We're all straight. It's like prison, isn't it? It's
What happens,
very
away
much like
stays,
prison.
what happens in prison stays in prison, what happens away stays away.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're only gay if you're pushing back.
It's only gay if you come and you enjoy it. You
You're
know what I
only,
mean?
you're only gay if you're in love with the man you're having sex
If
with.
you're
Have
on
you
the
ever
bottom.
seen a mermaid?
No.
Oh. I was wondering.
So how much gay sex goes on in these things?
Less than prison.
How much?
Ah.
How much have you seen?
How much-
How much have you heard?
There's none.
But I heard. Do you
come
really?
on. Oh, come on.
There's no gay
But I heard.
I've stayed in
There
youth
is
hostels.
no
I've stayed,
gay sex,
I've stayed in
no.
youth hostels. And in youth hostels, there have been at least two couples
Having gay sex.
that are having straight sex.
Oh, right.
But you're on a boat with men.
Yeah.
With one
Is it the
person.
Jesus got that? It must be the manatees. What do you mean?
He's not these.
Manatees. Aye. God, I got the benders. Oh, whatever it's called.
I've never seen any evidence of gay sex offshore.
Or heard it.
Or heard it.
Or intimated it.
This pressure's gone right to my head.
If you-
the bubbles. Oh, I just feel like I'm all alive.
If you get one of your colleagues to wear a Barry Manilow mask, does that make it any less gay?
Your name is Lola. You are a diver. I'll give you this for it.
Hypothetically,
Yes.
no,
It's
it's
very
still as
pathetically.
gay. Barry Manilow mask. If it was something, if it was like a, I don't know,
Kylie
Pamela
Minogue
Anderson mask or Kylie Minogue
Yeah.
mask.
Who we say before that?
So,
Pamela Anderson was the first one I could
I
think
thought you said Thingy Anderson from the UFC.
of. Oh, what's his name? Broken leg guy.
Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva.
Silva.
Yeah.
Are you that Silva Anderson mask, man? Fuck, you know, John. So, you must get bored though.
Is it legal?
28 days at sea.
Is it legal to gay sex on the boat?
Of course it is.
No, not necessarily.
International waters.
Oh,
It's still
okay.
new, yeah.
So how about but
You could, why don't you get a casino? Set up a casino while you're there.
You could do.
You could do
boat
quite
rules?
really.
Are you boat rules?
What?
What are the boat rules?
Well, there are rules, yeah.
What's the poop deck?
But is it up to the captain or is it anything? Is it anything goes except what the
It's
captain
not
says?
anything goes.
Because you are in international waters, as he says.
Yeah, but it's up to the company. So there's
Which
no
company?
drinking, no drink, no
Right.
driving.
So it's boat rules.
Well, hookers.
Yeah.
Could you pay for a hooker to go down and get the bends with you, and then you could like swap her
I
about?
suppose technically,
Technically.
but it would
See-
cost.
Well, no, hang on.
No, because she'd have to go to dive school first and get the appropriate ticket.
What kind of dive?
So but hang on,
surely
That's
she's
basically dive school.
surely she's like
if you're getting 50p a Jaffa
Pro.
cake,
Yeah.
you could give her a 5p a Jaffa cake.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She'd be
And
like,
she could stay underwater with
nah,
you.
seriously, man, I'm making a good bank here, eh? I know, they bought, eh?
But she'd have to be trained, qualified diver to
Aye.
come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muff
Yeah.
diver, fine. Girl.
No, she doesn't need to go underwater. She can stay in the belt. You need to be
Yeah,
qualified
but
to,
yeah, you got
to
to
go
be
into
qualified.
compression.
Yeah.
To go into compression.
Fuck yeah.
What do you have to do to go into compression? Just sit.
Be a
there.
qualified diver. I don't know if you're listening.
This sounds like
Yeah.
the easiest B-Tech I've ever heard of.
Well,
Say
it takes about 2 weeks to learn this stuff.
To learn
Oh,
what?
To learn
A
how to
degree
breathe.
To learn how to sit in a room while
a degree
you
takes
sit
4
on
years,
compress.
man. Are you kidding me? Could do a degree.
So hang
Get
on.
paid some money.
So you're earning more than lawyers, and you took 2 weeks to learn how to do it.
Is it?
Well, you take a couple of months to do your air diving ticket.
Dregscast 3, you're on the wrong.
A couple of months to do your air diving ticket, then a year's experience, and then you do your
This-
saturation diving ticket, which takes about 2 weeks.
This is what
So-
we're working up to. Hang on. You ignored the blacks in Central America.
Yeah.
You went to Australia and shagged the whites and,
Yeah.
and filmed them doing it.
Went to Thailand to try and find work as a diving instructor.
Ignored the ties because they're too short.
There wasn't any work going,
No.
so decided. I saw an advert in a magazine for commercial diver training.
Right.
Thought,
In Thailand.
no, back in the UK, Fort William, it's up the road.
Oh yeah, named after me.
Exactly right.
What? We call it 4.
Yeah.
Middle.
It's my middle name. William Fort Watson.
Yeah, of course it is.
I'm named after Fort William.
Eh?
Yeah.
Really?
I named
Yeah,
myself after Fort William.
ancient and
Did you
irrelevant.
change your name by
Oh.
default?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's still not
How'd
official.
you name yourself then?
Anyway, carry
You're
on.
Max Power Watson. Would be what you go for.
No, I went for William.
Oh. What was your original name?
Lindsay.
I can see why you changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Do you know what?
Girl's name.
Right, exactly. Do you know what I like more? Is when people say to me, that's a girl's name. So why did you change your name?
Seriously, man, why you not got a girl's name? Why you not be ridiculed for the rest of your life? So, go back to you, sorry, man.
So
Fort- you're at Fort.
No, you saw that.
No, hang on.
Sorry,
So
that's my line. Hang on, you can't use it.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Yeah, I can.
Fair enough.
You're at Fort Watson.
You don't know. So you're at Fort Lindsay.
Yeah, Fort Lindsay. Well, hang on, I was at Thailand and decided, right, well, this dive instructor, there's no money in it, I'll go commercial diving.
Huh? So
Flew
wait,
back
wait,
up
hang
Fort
on.
William.
What's the market like for that then? You do adverts underwater?
No, it's a fucking
It's
magazine.
a gift from one of our viewers.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, yes.
No, what I'm saying is like, if it's commercial diving, so people are diving and then you go, but wait, and then so for 3 minutes you advertise.
He's making a shit joke.
Is it a joke? Right, hang on.
It's a great joke, isn't it?
Well,
It's like it's
you'd have to run this past
So
me a
wait-
few times.
I'll do it. It's the commercials. There you go.
Aye. So you did the adverts.
Fucking brilliant.
Wow, the
10
level of humour on the Dregscast.
It's cerebral.
It's 10,
beyond me.
10 years in the business and you've still never heard that one.
Not actually, that's a new one.
Tell you what,
That's a new one.
There you go.
kids will be quoting this shit one day. So yeah, you did.
So you make a commercial.
You did like you know Iceland or
Hang on.
whatever.
Tweet that quote.
Which one?
Commercial
The
diver.
level of humour on the Dregscast is
It's
amazing.
beyond me.
It's beyond me.
Not below, beyond. So you did the fish fingers and all that.
What?
In the water.
Well, no, hang on. Yeah, all right.
He's on a hang on as well.
It's like,
No, I'm lost as
We
well.
should get Dregscast. Hang on.
I'm confused. And I was
12
there.
scam me for £1. That's a bargain. So you
I
do
don't
that.
remember any of this.
Commercial diving.
Yeah.
Carry on. Let's think with it. Right, so you do the commercial diving and then
I'm lost.
you get lost under. So you were lost under the
So
sea.
you do a commercial diving course.
How much is that?
Alright.
How much is that? When I did it, it was about $7.5 grand.
And you say you could have missed out all the paddy nonsense.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with it. You can
Missed
start
out-
from
missed out
straight
all the black
commercial.
women.
Yep.
Miss out all the white women.
You can go straight into the
Miss out all the yellow
HSC
women.
diving ticket.
Is it actually an HNC?
HSC, Health and Safety Executive.
Oh, HSE. Okay.
Oh, don't fuck with them.
So you did that. Not is it an affiliated college? Is it like
It's
a open university?
It's just a dive school.
It's like a BTEC, right?
No, it's not even that.
Are you trying to get the fact that he's not got any qualifications?
He's got
Basically none.
He's got none. But he
It's a
sounds
couple of
posh,
months.
right?
A couple of months
Month.
at dive school.
Dive
£8 grand, say. You can do it in South Africa now as well. But you get an HSC.
South Africa, man.
South
Are
Africa.
there many black people who can swim?
No,
So it's all the whiteys.
a lot of weight.
That's right, South Africa.
A lot of South Africa.
Afrikaans.
So
The blik's down here.
right. So
Fuck from the mental right.
you got
Fuck
this-
the mental right.
do you know those things you see on Groupon?
The blik.
Right.
I kill him.
You got to do the manta
You
ray.
put that in the water.
What?
He's talking about a manta ray.
I go, the black manta. Fuck him. Small fucking lad. On the water. Fuck off. The South African Diving Association. The blicks. Fuck him.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah, I know.
So-
you.
That's how it can happen.
That's how good. I forgot what I was going to say.
It's the apartheid. Isn't it? And the apartheid goes out, it comes in.
That's the
Drex humour.
Dregscast.
That's Drex humour, yeah.
It's beyond me.
Drex humour, beyond.
Beyond most
Cerebral.
people.
For a second. This
Write in if it's not beyond you. Because it probably is.
three.
Hit like if Dregscast humour is beyond you.
Yeah,
We got a lot of we got a lot of likes.
Just if you like that, just click the thumbs up on the thing because we've only had
Yeah.
like 4.
I mean, you've been listening this long. You're always into it. So,
I've lost it.
What were you saying?
What was I saying? I had a proper.
so you're the king of the seamen. And you thought, you know what? I'm gonna come here and make a man of myself.
Come where?
Amenities.
To the UK, to Fort Lindsay.
Fort Lindsay, that's it.
And you said, right,
What was I saying before?
Fort
You got-
Lindsay.
you're getting
Trying to
this.
wind
So
it back.
you're talking about
Wind
the
it
fact he's got like a fucking
Groupon.
Groupon. What the fuck are we talking about? Groupon?
You know a Groupon? Have you used the Groupon?
Your mother.
It's got these things where it says like I don't know, learn how to work with dogs. Course normally £800,
No.
but for you on Groupon, 17.
Yeah.
Right.
Online, you don't need to get to talk to anyone. Take as long as you like to do it. 10 years, we don't care, and mostly it's just learning and multiple choice questions.
Right.
Is it like that?
Is it like that?
No.
Come on, it is though, isn't
No,
it?
it's not. You actually have to go there.
You have to actually go to
What,
Fort
what sort of things you get tested on? Like how long can you hold your breath?
Well, he has to
there's
learn.
no
He has to
breath
learn to sit in a chamber.
There's no breath holding.
The air diving, you got to do a certain number of
breaths.
dives to a certain depth.
Right.
That's your
How
hobby. You
deep?
like that?
How deep do you have to go?
So
For air diving,
that's like
up to
saying
50 metres.
Right, because fat people, I guess, they float a lot. Like, so it's hard for them to dive, so you have to be very thin.
you wear weights.
You just wear weights, yeah.
Right, so why is this not a job for lazy people? Like, anyone can do this job. You're not
Well, it
special.
is
are you?
lazy.
I mean, you're not.
Did you get any hires?
Get any what?
Hires.
What are they?
Standard grades.
Did you get any
Oh,
standard
hang on.
grades?
GCSEs.
How many GCSEs did you get?
9?
At what level?
What do you mean what level?
Like A, B, C, D.
I got like 7 A's, 2 B's.
Right.
And a C, that counts up to 10.
Let's see what.
Is that maths?
Yeah,
Yeah.
got A in maths, I think. Or was it a B?
No, just saying, like, why
C.
do stupid lazy folks not do it? Because you seem quite.
I don't know, they just don't have the dynamicism.
Did you do?
That's not a word.
Did you?
It is now.
I've got a C in English.
Did you
That's
do?
not a word.
Dynamicism.
Did you do any A levels?
A levels, I did 3 and
Which-
a half.
And what'd you get?
PE. Maths.
I did maths, politics,
Politics?
Yes.
He sounds like politics,
Yeah.
and
Good.
computer science.
right?
Right.
What'd you get?
Passes. I passed them all.
What's the part I got? So 2 E's and a C?
Oh, you went way down.
E?
Is that when you met
Is
marijuana?
that E just for like attended?
Hi, marijuana.
I attended the course.
Well, my
E.
computer science or computing coursework, I printed off a title page
Control P.
and then put a load of blank paper between it and then handed it in.
And?
I did alright, I got my highest grade in that one because there was a written exam, I did alright in that one. But my coursework was just a pile of blank paper
Ha-
Why?
with a title page, so I didn't do any of it.
Have
Why?
you,
Did you fall? Because you went from 7 A's, 2 B's and a C.
I just had enough. Like,
Have you ever met
Falling
anyone?
off the wagon.
yeah.
What college did you fall off the wagon? Not that like this is marvellous, because a lot of people would be like think, oh God, you know, you failed your A levels, you'll never go anywhere, you'll never get to university.
I didn't.
And here
You
you
could
are.
be working in Scotland.
No, but
Had
here you
enough,
are.
I just had enough of the
50p a
whole.
Jaffa cake.
Had enough of the whole school.
What inspired this? Was it rebellion? Did your parents get divorced?
Were you bullied?
No.
Did you get bullied at school?
No.
Did
You
you
got a posh school?
Just had enough.
Oh, that's
of
fine.
you went to a posh school
How
Yeah.
posh?
and then you started to rebel? This is
No.
nonsense.
No.
What happened?
I went to. God, it's
Oh,
like
you went to a posh school.
What happened?
Yes, but when I was about 9.
Right.
Did I rebel? Not really. I just had enough of the whole.
Posh.
I just stopped.
That's
learning
not. You don't just have enough.
I just,
I know you
Were
stopped.
you bullied by the posh kids?
sorry.
No, there must have been some kind of thing like
By the posh kids.
this is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. Like they're just trying to train
Look
us
at
up
you.
for the system. Like they're just trying to take
That's
us
what it is,
down a
man.
narrow path, man.
That's what it is.
Is that what you were?
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm not having any of this fucking shit. Why aren't they teaching us joinery or any
There
of
was
that shit?
a lack of interest in the topics, which is why I did.
You chose them.
politics. I know, but I had no interest in it. I had to choose something. So I was sort of interested in maths.
There's nothing
computing.
practical, man.
No interest in politics.
So
So you chose the things you had no interest in.
P.
They seem like the easy option.
Well, they found it easy
Aye, if you've got to do something, you might as well do something that's an A.
Yeah, I mean business was easy.
Right, it's just stories.
Business is business.
So you, I got the second highest mark in the year for somebody's final dissertation
In what?
for
What was
business and
It's
entrepreneurship.
dissertation at
University.
university.
Their,
Went to university?
their final year.
Yeah.
No, I wrote it for somebody else.
Fucking hell.
Right.
And
We were with a,
Yeah, he's
an educated man.
He went to university.
Yeah.
was
I mean,
so.
several universities. I mean,
Just stood outside the gates.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a baggie, like, hey lads, you want to buy something?
don't look like that on.
You want to buy something?
For the
What
weekend.
was you were 16 years old. You just got 7 A's, 2 B's, and a C in your GCSEs. You had your summer holiday.
You've been to Ethan.
Yeah.
You thought, you know
You
what?
met Miranda,
Who?
whatever, Giselle. I don't know. Wouldn't
Yeah,
be
just
Giselle.
summer romance,
You
summer
met,
romance.
you met Whitey. And
Wait, no, but.
did you start taking drugs?
No.
Have you ever taken drugs?
Yes.
What
kind of
drugs?
Marijuana,
Yes.
Right, dude.
cocaine,
Uh huh.
magic mushrooms.
What's your favourite?
Mushrooms were quite interesting.
What age did you take marijuana?
15, 16? something?
Cocaine.
19, 20.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Magic mushrooms.
Mushrooms, 29.
I see. So you're not really what you call a drug addict.
No, not
Yeah,
at
a
all.
junkie scumbag. Fuck.
Very casual.
Drop out.
usually.
What'd you?
Loser.
So how many kilos of cocaine
Tax
have you had
on
in
the,
your
yeah.
hands?
No, like
So, do
couple of
you.
grams.
So, I was going to say, your work, so do you just leave it?
This
on
is
the
all
pipe?
allegedly. Officer.
This was all in the country where cocaine's legal.
So, I was going to say, I wonder if. Do people do drugs on the
Is that,
offshore?
this is at the open sea.
Like Dave
You
goes,
get
right.
drug tested.
No, but like, did Dave go, I'm just going to leave this bag of white powder down here on the pipe, and if some Colombian guy with a submarine comes along and picks it up, then that's not my problem.
You ever seen any gold
So
on any
me-
shipwrecks?
No.
Nazi gold?
Nazi gold?
No Nazi gold?
No.
So you've never seen a mermaid, you said?
Correct.
I'll go back to this.
No. I'm fascinated by 7
There's
A's,
a
2 B's in the
joke
sea.
coming here.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
What did you get?
You got more
well,
than him.
we didn't. I got.
What did you hide?
I like the fact that you were set up to be a successful businessman in
Oh,
Portsmouth,
right,
and you
I-
thought, fuck it.
I think
I'm
I-
going to be a diver extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Not even try
No,
it.
because you're not.
Well, I didn't know I wanted to be a diver back
Yeah.
then.
You're
I
not
went
so
from
different.
school to travelling and then like diving.
Yeah, so
decided
like, you
to
just
do it as a
drifted,
career.
and you found something that you like to do.
But something must have happened for you to go from
No.
Mr. Do It All.
No,
Your parents. What did the parents do?
Down to pilot. Mum's a teacher.
No, teacher. There we go. It's very authoritarian.
Pilot, what kind of pilot?
Primary school teacher.
Yeah, like even worse.
Airline.
Commercial?
Yeah.
747s and that?
Yeah.
That's
And what did, your sister went into sales? How did she do in her hires?
Well, she went to Cambridge.
There you go.
Aye.
There you go.
Cambridge in
You
genetics.
found your niche. You got any other sisters? Sisters? brothers?
You got a system.
What have we got? 2 step-brothers, half-brother, half-sister.
What do you mean half?
That's a lot of parents.
Step.
Then
Two
like,
steps and
remarriage.
like
Two steps
white,
and 2 halves.
a little bit of brown? Or what?
steps,
Like,
All white.
oh, white. So not
They're,
half.
they're all white. Are they all white in the back?
All white.
Oh, what? Are you all what?
All right.
Michael Barrymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you come from like you mean, you were kind of say
What's
bred,
it-
bred for success, but
Which is the step? Which is
would that be fair to say? The mar.
It would be fair to say I had all the opportunities in life.
So you could have been a politician or whatever, a city
Yeah,
boy.
probably.
You could have been a city boy.
Could have been a city boy easily.
But you
yeah.
thought, nah, I'm just going to be a dropout.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You did.
Do you-
I think that's quite an accomplishment. You don't feel you're proud of that?
Yeah.
You should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortune
Well
one's
done.
on the path.
How do you feel? Because obviously coming from money background with a standard where you're all like Cambridge, etc. No need for
Are
action.
you disappointed
I
with
can
your
that.
family? Do you
No,
think?
that was not what I was going to ask, but you can ask that later. My turn.
Pause.
Do you feel you fit in as well with the diving guys, the alcoholics and so forth, and the guys who are just there? I'm just turning a bolt underwater, eh?
Oh, they flipping shit.
Flipping
You had
sharks
it.
and
You
that.
had a tournament.
Seriously, man. Like, are you one of them? One of us.
Well, the boys, yeah.
They're not watching.
It's me, no way.
Well, they probably are. They're all
Are you down there?
They're all watching.
Are you down there saying? While we were on shore, I was reading a fascinating article about Sartre,
Yeah, well, no, I don't read fascinating.
and they're saying, "Turn the box on, man. The
thing
fins
was
on." I
diving-
don't know why they've all got Scottish accents. They could be Portuguese.
Diving is there's a lot of people from very random backgrounds.
Like what?
Jail.
Criminals?
There's a few of them.
How do you know?
Because they
There's
Say-
Rapey Dave over there. Aye.
Dave and
There's Stabber Harris. Aye.
That's Asbo Alan.
There's rapist. Pause.
Do you get any women like diving?
Have you seen those posters for the
Rapist?
rapist who's wanted?
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Hang on.
That's a job I could do.
There's a vacant. Are you saying there's a vacant post?
As a rapist.
Wanted.
Wanted rapist.
Yeah.
What's the early rate?
Yeah.
How much are you going to pay me?
A whole hour. Jesus.
That's what I mean, though.
Got some
You've
skills.
got a lot of Jaffa cakes to go eat there. Sitting there in the corner eating a Jaffa cake.
Not worth his while.
You've got to go down for 30 seconds. That's all you're going to get.
Do you choose your target, or do you think
That's what I mean.
if you're employed as a
You
rapist,
should phone up the police and say, excuse me, you see you got a rapist one. What are the criteria?
So no,
What's the job
I got
description?
distracted. I'm going back online.
It's a grift. There you go.
So you're earning as much as a corporate lawyer. You're as smart as a corporate lawyer. You're from the
It's
background.
handsome as a
You're
corporate.
handsome as a
At
corporate
least.
lawyer.
At least it's
You're from the background of a
is
corporate
Jack
lawyer.
a corporate lawyer?
You take the same cocaine as a corporate lawyer.
Yeah, allegedly.
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 Once many
where
years
it
ago.
was legal.
Not for years.
Yeah, in Colombia.
Not since you started working for the
Medical
company.
reasons.
Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Where it's legal, or it was at the time. Officer.
And then you're hanging out with guys with criminal records
It's not that many with criminal records.
and
How
like,
many?
rapists and like
Gay boys.
gay boys,
Nonsense.
mermaids.
Yeah.
mermaids.
Child molesters. The lot.
But
You're basically in prison.
people who come on to bartenders at bars and say, any point to throw me. Do you fit in? Or do you fit in because you fitted out at the last place? Are you all a panel of people who fat out?
I'd say I fit in.
You
Why?
fit in with the people who fat out.
Is it because you're posh?
Because we're all in the same boat.
I
Oh.
see.
Is it like Admiral?
He used that joke in an email to me recently.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Is that your one joke?
Yeah.
I think it's more like he's
Good
like
one.
the Admiral over there, like Master Commander. They're all like the skivvies on below
I'm
decks.
way down the bottom. I'm down here. Shit
I'm
rolls down
a
here.
working man's posh cunt. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I am.
Blue collar posh can.
Blue
Are
collar.
you the poshest posh cunt on the boat?
Is there anyone
Well, they've
richer
got
than you?
engineers and people on the boat.
No. I mean in your gig.
In my
'Cause
gig.
you don't get to hang out with engineers.
Like, you know,
No, probably,
Lord,
yeah. Probably.
Sir. These titles get thrown
Where's-
around.
Did you
Where's this
Baron?
did you decide I'm going to go to a place where I am the best, where everyone has to look up to me as posh git?
Or,
No.
But
Did you-
where?
yeah, we're like, I'm going to shun my posh past.
Where did I
There's
get
no
this
way.
reputation of being the posh git?
Do you want me to record your voice and play
By
it?
speaking. No, but like, yeah, so you thought, you know what?
So that's just an accent.
No,
I
but
know,
like,
It doesn't mean anything.
did you think fuck Ethan, I'm going to be I'm going to slum it with the working class.
How many top
No.
hats? How many top hats do you have?
None.
What's your frontage?
I don't even know what that means.
You do know what that means.
That's
He's a posh guy.
it's an Irish thing.
Eh?
Yes.
Where's your man's frontage? Right, so how many holidays did you go on when you were younger? A year, like skiing holidays? Like 3, 4?
One.
At least one. Oh, you're so poor. Just one ski holiday. Hi. It's a hard life.
Yeah, it was tough.
Has anyone that you went to school with become
What's-
famous?
No.
Notorious?
Yeah, gee,
We. No.
you earn a lot of money.
Shitload.
Shitload. Just
Baseball.
How much?
no,
do
it's
you,
not delivered.
How much
It's
do you
not,
get to charity?
it's not football wages.
You earn roughly. Hang on, how
Why do you not allowed to play football?
Sorry?
Why do you like play
About
football?
130% as much as the taxman earns when you work.
Yep.
What?
I don't know.
It's
You
nice.
earn 130% more than taxman.
Well, if he earns £40 and you earn £60, then it's 100. It's 150. You earn 150% more
He's
than
numbered.
a taxman earns when you work,
If you say so.
right? So 1.5 times more than the government.
Is that pre-tax or?
That's post-tax. Well, that's just how it works. You earn 1.5 times as much as the government.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you. Yeah.
Right.
Just agree.
That's actually simple maths when you think about
Just
it.
not long, folks. Right. What do you do? Because I like with your days, you've got 6 weeks off, 3 months
Right,
off.
so, well, why not?
Because
spending it here.
Because a lot of people think to themselves,
Holidays,
I'd like to be a millionaire. You
I'm
have
not a millionaire.
you have
You will be, though,
you have
won't you?
47 properties.
Not even close.
You've got you've got 3
4 to
motorbikes.
7, he said.
He's
4 to
47.
7.
So 6.
47. He's got a garage,
No, I don't. It's built into my house.
right?
Attached to his house. Look at you in a garage. No.
I was gonna say,
Okay, on.
right? You've got all the opportunities.
You got a motorbike?
You race motorbikes.
Used to,
You
yeah.
used to race motorbikes. You race cars.
You
No.
vote Tory?
You race cars. You've got a crossbow.
Oh, that's good.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, you've got.
You drink champagne?
You drink champagne.
Sometimes.
You've got a chef.
What?
Oh.
Oh, that was me.
Right, no, you've got the chef.
Cheers, Tom. Right.
Well,
Well,
Dregscast.
so a lot of these things, like you go hang gliding every weekend,
Who doesn't?
right?
Right.
That's how we should.
Right? You
like.
you have people come up in bear suits serving you brandy.
Yeah, that's nice.
Most days,
Yeah.
you have an elevator from your bed to your swimming pool,
Correct.
right? It's not though, is it? So
Well, you're just making shit
right,
up now.
because this is what people dream of. They
Yes,
think,
I'm humouring you.
no, of course
Right.
not. But people think that people spend. Do you know how much people spend on lottery tickets?
Pound.
Pound.
£2 actually.
That's a lot of money.
We've got to be in it to win it.
You've got to be in it to
Do you
win
believe
it.
lottery?
I do.
Why?
Because
Do you?
I'd like to.
Why do you not invest in oil and then make profit money?
I don't know.
My point was, and it was a smart, intelligent point for those of you at the back who.
Oh, I don't want
to
these again.
Right.
Oh, you probably searched off by
A lot
now.
of people, the hobo outside the gym,
Yes, I found my eye.
the hobo outside the gym,
Outside the gym.
he begs,
Aye.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
and people go up,
Doesn't he pay tax on
and
it?
people go up and they say, right, guy, fella, you know, I hate to see a man who's struggling. You know, if I could give you some advice, like, you can stay in this hostel, they'll give you this, they'll give you free food and all this kind of stuff. The guy's like, like, totally not interested.
Yeah.
You give him his money, do you know what he spends it on? Lottery tickets. He goes in, he buys a reel, he scratches them off, and he just goes,
No tax on the tax on hope.
there's no tax on
Idiot
it.
tax.
Lottery tickets are a tax on hope.
No tax on stupidity.
Well, you've got a chance to win it.
No, you don't.
What you do? Like 14 million to 1, but you can still win it.
Do you know what the odds are when you don't buy a ticket? Roughly the same.
Well, no. Odds when you don't buy a ticket are
Still, must be
1
slightly.
to none.
I was going to say there must be
How many-
One to
slightly.
none.
How many days are you going to be alive? Not 14 million.
No.
Right.
You're not going to play it 14 million times.
Even if you bought a ticket every day,
Someone has to win.
if you bought 100 tickets every day for the rest of your life, you still probably
That's
wouldn't
100
get
quid a
that
day.
Yeah.
Right. So this hobo
What?
is going about. So clearly the point is, this idiot guy who's people are coming up with him with rational advice.
Is he buying scratch cards?
I don't.
Why don't you
Scratch
put it on
cards.
the wheel seaman?
But he
Whale seaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wait, can I come
Yeah,
back?
Chris Flesh.
So he's
I'll think on it.
Pause.
of course. But people have got this dream of absolute wealth.
Ah.
Even the hobos are rejecting all possibilities of simple, moderate. I'm not interested in being on 20 grand a year. I'm not interested in being 30 grand a year. I'm not interested in just getting by, having a nice flat, and just having a lovely life. Right? They don't want that. What they want, 20 million or nothing. Fuck it. Right?
Right.
You've got the 20 million.
Yeah.
Right?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not paying that
And here you are. It's a Saturday night.
Ah,
Is it?
live!
I thought it was a Sunday morning.
Live on a Sunday morning, Saturday night,
Yeah,
whatever.
You hear it on a Saturday night.
With the boys.
Slash Sunday
Like, and
morning.
I'll be honest, I was hoping you'd bring your entourage of hot women.
Well,
Like,
a couple of them wanted to come, and I was like, nah.
do you know the notorious B.I.G.
They
who's
wanted
probably
to go
got
and-
more
they
hot
wanted to
women
go and
around his
ride the,
grave than you have here tonight?
Well,
Okay.
good luck to him.
Right?
He's dead.
You're rich. A lot of people want to be rich because they think you're going to live the lifestyle. This is the lifestyle, guys.
What's the lifestyle?
This is it.
The lifestyle of going away for half the year.
Right?
6 months.
I'm doing what with it? That's my point. What are you doing with your half year? I'm not trying to criticise. I think it's fantastic. You're living in real life.
Just, don't know.
Just chilling.
Well, I
Working on the
started
biceps.
learning jiu-jitsu.
Working the
That's
biceps.
good, you know.
Every day's bicep day.
Every day's arm day.
So,
It is alright.
have you got like a base? Like, I presume Edinburgh's now your base.
It's now a base, yeah.
A military air
But you
base.
could be forever.
He could buy one.
I could live anywhere I wanted,
Yeah.
but I don't like having to commute via long flights to get back to work.
So Aberdeen is it your base?
Yeah,
So you get a train up to Aberdeen.
yeah. See, some people I work with work in Australia. Oh, sorry, live in Australia.
Really?
So
Come all the way over to Scotland?
Yeah.
Is there no gas or oil near Australia?
There is.
On the land.
There is. There's offshore there as well.
There's not.
Are you saying
Not quite as much.
Are you saying that?
Pays very well, but there's not
There's many
the same
jobs.
amount of work.
So what?
Are you
So somebody
saying
comes
that-
over from Australia, flies over here,
Yeah.
does a job, and then flies back
Yeah.
once a month.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's mental. Isn't it?
It's only 17 hours for like 50p a jacket.
It's mental. Isn't it?
So you're kind of saying that Edinburgh is the finest city in the entire world.
Well, it's a good city, but it's a choice between maybe like Aberdeen or Edinburgh.
Those are your choices. You're the richest guy I know, apart from the other rich guys.
He lives in Edinburgh too.
And you hate
And
that.
he moved from Aberdeen.
Yeah, actually, I don't know.
Mental.
Why would you want to stay in Aberdeen?
Don't know. How was William Watson change your life?
This is the end of the.
Oh,
Good night, everybody.
no, I just thought we're talking about success, or about
I
money.
changed his biceps, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, by at least half an inch.
Because I feel it should be a more prominent feature of the
Okay.
Dregscast. How's William Watson changed your life?
It's introduced me to the Dregscast.
Yes.
Oh,
I've never been interviewed. I have actually been interviewed once before
By the police.
by possibly the secret police.
The secret police. Shh! We're the police!
Somewhere that ended in Stan.
Paki.
No. It was Pakistan.
No, this is.
No, Turkmenistan. That's right. I got interviewed by a couple of
Stanley.
people who I think were the secret police in Turkmenistan.
What do you mean? I thought it was
You think
secret
they're
police.
Yeah.
Are you
But it
the
wasn't on camera. It was for. They said it was for a local
documentary?
paper of some kind.
Hello, white man. We not secret police at all.
No.
That's how they speak.
What are you doing here?
I went on a date with a girl from Turkmenistan.
Right?
She contacted me on OkCupid.
From Turkmenistan, you flew her over.
No. She
very nice.
was in Edinburgh and she
course she is.
had no picture.
No
And
visa.
So I looked up Turkmenistani
I'll take my
Women.
socks off.
Turkmenistani women in I'll do it.
Can you? Because it's getting a bit warm.
One for men.
I looked up Turkmenistani women on Google
Aye.
and there was a potential
That's
for them.
mine. That's my song.
It's-
Nice one.
I got it.
Very good effort.
I thought there was a potential for them to quite hot.
Aye. Nah.
So well, who cares now? So
Me.
Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan.
So I went to met her and she
Where's Meta?
she
Oh, yeah.
I went on a date and
In Edinburgh.
we went to
Why was a Turkmenistani woman in Edinburgh?
these are all good questions.
I never asked.
Let him finish.
A lot of those would have been included in the story anyway, but I'm glad we're taking part.
I'll do something else for 5 minutes. You want to do one? It'll change your life.
Let it never be said that William Watson doesn't get to the point. He will get there.
Oh, I was going to say,
Several weeks later.
advert, met her, went home. I need help on this shit.
Thank God you're
Why
here.
was she in Edinburgh? What was she doing? Why did you go to the? You're doing very well though. This is why you should be the co-hosting the thing.
So what? You met a girl? Tell us more.
She was in Edinburgh because she met a guy who she'd married. Good question. Why was she dating me?
Divorcee.
Because she reckoned she was divorced.
Wasn't that the Brazilian? You're confusing Turkmenistan
No.
and the Brazilian.
And her
To
version.
make a habit of getting involved with women who move over here to meet husbands or to get husbands.
We'll talk about
Don't
it. We'll ignore my Turkmenistan story because it's obviously not
Sounded
very
boring
far.
anyway.
Right. We'll never know.
It started well. No,
So,
it didn't.
I know a
Terrible.
lot of oil workers who've married hookers, genuine, full-on prostitute lady women.
Yeah.
Aye.
Now, I also know many of these prostitute lady women who've tried to cheat on their husbands
Yeah.
with me.
Really?
How many?
Are you married?
Am I
No,
married? No.
Why not?
because it's not for the prostitute. Hooker.
If you were to marry,
Yeah.
if you were to
I've
marry,
not
a
met the
woman-
right prostitute.
if you were to marry a prostitute,
No.
would you?
No.
If you're to marry a prostitute, no, would you?
If I were
Still
to
no.
marry one, then yes.
Yes, of course I would.
What holds you back from marrying all the prostitutes you slept with?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It just doesn't seem like particularly.
Are they more expensive in Aberdeen?
Of all the
I would know.
of all the prostitutes you've used,
I've used none.
if you were to have used a prostitute,
If I was.
Which
I'd
country?
If you
is the
were,
best prostitutes?
what,
Allegedly.
allegedly,
I
which
don't
would you be? Which would be your favourite?
Allegedly. Hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
if you pick a country in the world which could have the world's
No,
best
I wanted a
prostitutes-
woman. I was going to work my way backwards.
Well, you want a specific name?
Yes.
You can go hunt it down.
Just, oh yeah, go on.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
White with no butt.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, that's what you want, of course.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Hypothetically, though,
if you're to choose your hypothetical favourite prostitute, where would she be from?
how much would she have cost you?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
We're talking customer service here. We're not
Customer
talking.
service.
Yeah.
Happy endings.
Hypothetically, I don't know. Someone who speaks the same language.
Right, so we're talking
That's
Australia.
one too.
Australian.
So that's
Western-
interesting.
Westernised.
So that's interesting.
Have you ever got any Aboriginal prostitutes? Do you get them?
I don't
I
know.
wonder.
I think you're just revealing your what's the word?
It's not because they're horrible looking people. Yeah.
We've got
Right.
no viewers. We can tell you,
Yeah.
we've got no viewers in Outback. It's okay.
This is, what's the
They're the worst looking race ever, though.
the gym motto is
No
come for
apples.
the jiu-jitsu, stay for the casual races.
No, that's not
You get that in
racist.
a t-shirt.
That's not racism.
Dregscast, stay for the casual races.
They're not. That's not racism. They're
Where'd you get
horrible.
that from? Because that's actually a thing.
Luke posted on Facebook.
All right, okay.
No,
yeah,
there's
so you
no
want
way.
you read the Facebook? You want to
That was the only bit I've ever read somehow.
No, I when I was in Hawaii.
I want to know more about this Turkmenistan one.
Well, you had your chance.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's boring. It sounds boring. I've never heard it, so it's boring.
Imagine being in a nightclub.
Right?
Right,
Imagine.
imagine the nightclub's downstairs.
I've never been to a nightclub.
I know, you'll have to work.
Right.
Imagine it's got a ceiling. Right, and I can't touch the ceiling even if I jump up high.
7 foot.
If a white man can't jump.
Right,
It's a large.
I'll admit,
Yeah.
like, Laurie, our previous guest,
Good off.
Right.
could have. He did. He could touch the. He probably could have
You
touched
couldn't
it.
touch these things.
This person walked in. The head was close. Right.
Was he Dutch?
No, he was
He. Ooh.
well,
Sudanese.
well, I thought he was a woman at first.
Sunni.
I thought it was two women.
Where are you at this point?
Hawaii, I just told you, in a club, on the ground.
Oh,
That's it,
no.
nightclub.
In the nightclub.
Wait. Sorry.
You think
You
it was
thought it was
two
two women.
dwarves
Were
in
they
a
wearing was it? Yeah, wearing a big Mac.
No,
This is like,
Two women. One on top of the other.
A face
Just
all
shout
over.
again.
what's it called? A Mooney? A
like
Sunni?
staggering around a bit.
Are we near the bar yet? No. Right. These
He's
little
like
legs.
buying 2 drinks and passing
He said-
one down to his mate.
I'm really thirsty. Why is he pouring that drink in his crotch? Don't know. Right.
Take your coat off. Take your coat off, Lionel. No, I'm keeping it on. It's really hot in here. No, mate, it might start raining in a minute.
Fantastic.
I missed all of that, so I'm just going to
You said it was two women.
Uh-huh.
So I thought it was like two midgets standing on each other's one standing on their shoulders with like a big Mac on.
That's a lot funnier than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I just tuned out thinking, Drags, here he goes.
Drake Schumer, hashtag. Yeah.
Have you got some of that?
There you go.
Right.
I've got all of it.
Alright.
I'll do it. Quite right.
So, that's enough. Jesus Christ. He was about 7'17".
Two of them.
Aye. And, like, women wearing dresses. Moonies, what are they called?
Moo-moos.
Moo-moos.
Muumuus
Small.
wearing muumuus. And just ridiculous. Ugly, I wouldn't say that, but certainly very big.
Right, so
got
that's one
7
person
foot.
in Hawaii.
See, that was meant to be a passing comment. It was telling
seven
you
See,
foot
I
woman in a
was just
moo-moo.
talking
bigger
about.
than that. 17'6".
What's the point of this story?
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't the point.
Yeah,
of
it's pointless.
It wasn't a story.
Rubbish.
You dragged it out.
That's
you
like-
dragged it out.
That's
That's how you dragged it out.
There are
Worst
these people
I
in
didn't
the
advise
place.
it coming.
Dregs is better at telling shit
So
stories than
he
William.
was talking.
It's a fact.
He talked about how ugly the
Yeah.
the Aborigines were,
As a people,
Right, and
you
started
just talked
talking
about one
women in a
person.
moo-moo.
and I said how big.
No, you saw a person. I'm saying a whole
Two.
race. Two? I said the whole race though.
Right. Well, I'm guessing that he's not the only person.
No, there's a lot of Hawaiians. Lots of them.
I,
Look at Dog the Bounty Hunter. He
won't.
lives in Hawaii.
I won't.
It does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's not Hawaiian. Yeah, fantastic. You were wrong. It's okay.
So, have you ever been to Hawaii?
No.
You earned 50p per Jaffa cake, and you've never been to Hawaii.
Correct.
Where you
Hang
visiting?
on. Have you been to France?
Yes.
Germany?
Yeah.
Spain?
Yeah.
Austria?
Yeah.
Venice?
No.
It's Austria.
I thought so. I cringed.
Europe, yeah.
Switzerland?
Venice.
Vienna.
Well, he's never been to Venice.
Venice is
Sorry.
Italy.
Italy. Sorry,
I don't know.
Vienna. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're quite right.
Been there.
Russia?
Yep.
Take your time.
China?
Yep.
London.
Yep.
New York.
Yep.
Australia?
Yep.
Music.
New Zealand?
Everybody
Hawaii.
talking about pop music.
Hawaii?
No. Who would you ask?
No, that's like
Fantastic.
Japan.
Yes.
Okay, have you been to the whole of Europe?
Pretty much.
Apart from the north ones?
Yeah.
Poland.
Like Chile. Have you been to Africa?
Yeah.
Was
Have
there-
you?
Oh, quick question. Will there be snow in Africa this Christmas?
This is obviously a
There won't be.
life aid
No,
summary.
just asking, will there be snow? Because the prediction is there won't be.
It's a joke in here somewhere.
No,
Top of Mount Kilimanjaro.
exactly. One of the highest peaks in the world. Of course there's going to be snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not up there.
No,
Just
what?
asking.
No,
Kenya.
it's summer.
Do they
Kenya.
know it's
Summer this
Christmas? Of course they don't.
It's
They're all
summer this
Muslim.
time
They're
of
all
year.
Muslims out
They
there.
do.
It's
I went to
summer in
Ethiopia
Africa.
at Christmas, and you know what? They knew it was
Do
Christmas.
they know it's Christmas?
The whole song was about it, and yet most of their tourist marketing is about Christmas. Hey, celebrate
Ethiopia.
No, they're Christmas. No, it's like celebrate Christmas twice in Ethiopia.
Why twice?
Because
Once,
you've got our Christmas
and then their
and
Christmas.
they've got their
You're
Christmas.
such a racist. Our Christmas and their Christmas. What are you talking
Why you
about?
treat me like animal? William!
Because
What have you done for me lately?
our Christmas is
I
on
want twice,
White
Eddie.
Christmas.
White Christmas is on 2/5 deck.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
What? 2-5 deck?
25th of December.
Alright, I thought you meant like.
So,
Right, so we're on this
on a
deck.
cruise ship.
Deck number
2-5
2-5.
deck on a cruise ship.
All the blackies, they're the bottom.
Ladies and gentlemen,
They're sitting
White
there,
Christmas
ruined.
will be on the 2-5 deck.
I'm gonna Google this shit.
Is it,
then they'll be
oh,
shuffled.
are you on the HMS
I'm
Amistad?
pretty sure-
and you're sitting there, they're all in chains, like
Yeah.
it's like fucking roots down
When
there.
you get
like,
down to the rowing deck, it'll be
Yeah.
Black Christmas down there.
Deck 1, we'll call it. What? Oh, Mr. Watson!
I'm
I
ready for
got it real
Irish
quick, man.
I've got facts ready for you.
No, I don't know facts, what jokes? Mr. Watson!
Yeah, you can do all- you can
it's
do all
not
your
Christmas.
jokes. You can do all your jokes.
Seeds,
Do what I've got.
matching in there.
I'll see your jokes and match them with facts.
Because we're black and we're Christmas.
I'm gonna sit up tall.
Oh, where the
I'm
seeds
gonna overpower
go.
you with height.
You come here with your turkey, Mr. Watson. You know I like fried chicken. It's in December. What are we on deck 1? Christmas number 2. Done. It's all I want. It's all I want. So deck 25. It's like Titanic, isn't it?
Always going to do it.
Oh.
Right. Hold that thought.
Pause. No, don't pause. It's been, I don't know what you
You haven't used a sound effect. For,
All the saints.
clearly
One
not
of the
allowed.
saints.
I like to wear my casual wasted shirt.
I don't prefer the donkey.
Hang on.
Or
Where's the
parrot.
donkey?
Anyway, put that away.
Feel like that. Right, so the blacks are on deck 1.
See,
and you're on deck
I
25.
can't compete. I had what I thought was an interesting story.
You thought wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong.
And you've overwhelmed me with just
Everything.
everything.
Just bludgeoned you into
More
submission.
Drex. More Drex. That's what it said.
Just called you out on your extreme racism.
6 Jan.
It's not extreme.
6 Jan.
6 Jan.
That's at the third Christmas.
That's the second Christmas.
Second Christmas.
Deck 1.
Ethiopia's got a 13-month year.
Right.
Why?
Right. Because they have 28 days of.
Did you know?
28-day months, and then they top it up with an extra month.
Every year's a leap year.
So they've
right.
got an extra summer month. And they, I forgot the whole point. What was it?
Did you know that
Fuck it.
here's the story.
I
Do you know the Dutch have a, is it Dutch or wherever they're from? They have a Christmas day on the 5th of December.
Jokes!
She doesn't work, can you do it?
I'm not funny.
You're a professional.
I'm not here to be the
But
funny
they black
guy.
up. They said they black up. Do you know?
People listen to me for being interesting. They listen to you for nonsense. Dregs does great nonsense.
That's right, William.
And you do what?
Stick to your
just facts.
stick to your facts.
Facts
Raw.
and stats.
Raw fact.
You're like,
Loads of
you're
facts
like
and
Richard
stuff.
Whiteley.
I didn't get into the football.
Like Stato. No,
Yeah, Stato.
the bloke Richard Whiteley talks to with the dictionary.
That's me.
No,
That's
you're
me.
like the guy off the
Hey,
Pointless.
that's me.
You're the guy with the laptop going, I've got some stats here. Like, nah, noise. You just want noise.
I'll tell you who I am. If it was football, I'd be the guy drawing a circle around the one guy and a line to another guy and saying statistically 67% of the
He only
time.
gets like 5 minutes though.
I know.
Crazy, isn't it? You got your own Dregscast.
I've heaved myself in for the past 6, 7, whatever we're on.
You just want course from now on.
No,
Alright, good. I just wanted to check. I was like,
I'm not going to get a chance from now on. Now you've got comfortable. I was more comfortable for you than you. You're just going to be free
I
winning.
just want
it from now
to
on.
take over from you.
I know you do.
It's just all your stuff. To
Plus
do.
you've been drinking the caffeine.
I touched it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
Drink of the buck first.
So, what my plan was this,
You're not
right?
drinking that, it's just a prop, is it?
That's a proper phallus.
Right.
So, I'm saying what you should do is dress up your diving bell like a female whale, and you
Alright.
get the male whales to like ejaculate inside.
Jack's going to be so
You, yeah, you can
Just
just
go edit this.
you can
shit.
just scrape
Yeah.
no, you scrape it off, and then you can sell the whale semen.
How much do you get for like
Thousands, hundreds of thousands for whale semen.
High
What kind of
quality
whale
whale
would it be? And was it North Sea? You're right.
North Sea whales?
North Sea whale, of course it is.
North Sea whale.
That's the best
I
kind
don't
of
think
whale.
they do well in theme parks. The killer whales are the most popular. We need to lure a killer whale in.
But what
Or
are you going to do
dolphin.
with this whale semen? Who wants to buy whale semen?
Me?
You?
No.
The Japanese.
I mean, I can understand buying like horse semen.
The Japanese
Really
use it
racist.
for lubrication.
I like-
Surely.
I like-
you know the Japs don't buy anything.
Lubricating what?
Well, you-
Themselves.
With whale semen?
To set
They're
you up,
lubricating their women.
to set you up for the obvious,
Huh.
what are you going to do with whale semen? Make more whales.
We were whales. Exactly. It's
Start
for sale.
farming whales.
Sell it on the black market.
Japanese
Whales are
market.
big.
Yeah.
How long does it take to grow?
but wait.
How long does it take to grow a whale? You know how they farm
Years,
salmon.
months.
Years, mate.
Right, just get a
22
lake.
months. Yeah. A
Put
lake.
some-
A saltwater lake.
Put some salt in it.
Yeah.
Get some
Get
get some almonds.
Get a freshwater lake. Put it with salt, of course. Why did I not think of that? That's how it works.
simple solution.
Yes, this is a solution. It's a solution to salt.
I like all the whales dying of high blood pressure. It's just too much salt. I just a heart attack. Dead. Gone.
You get it right, and then you just have a.
Oh, whale lake. Fantastic. That's Dreg shit. That's Dreg shit right there. Just this massive block of salt. Fantastic.
A salt lick.
Salt Lake City. Of course. We'll make a city on the Salt Lake. Of course. Right. So you want to get some whales. Tell me more.
And then you just grow these whales.
Grow them.
And instead of selling like Scottish bred salmon or whatever,
Aye.
Scottish farm salmon,
Aye.
Scottish farm whales.
Aye, of course.
So the Japanese market.
Do you know, like,
There you go.
the average whale in the wild lives 60 years, in captivity 25. Just saying, that's a thing.
I didn't hear what you said.
In the wild, a killer whale will live for 60 years.
A killer whale.
If not longer. There's
shmoo.
Shamu's not actually a whale, it's a character. A lot of whales will play the character of Shamu. It's a fact.
Really? What's their motivation for this?
Imagine this.
I'm a whale, I'm trapped, I've got a dorsal fin, you're a cripple, emotionally you're fucked, you try to kill.
Is Shamu crippled?
Yeah, the
Has he got a
dorsal fin's
wheelchair?
all bent over.
Benny
It's
Dawson,
actually,
yeah.
it's
Is that
actually
the
the whale's actually called Tillicum.
So what do? They just whack a dorsal fin of every whale who plays
Yeah.
the character?
Yeah.
Sorry mate, this is for posterity.
Yeah. In captivity, a lot of them, the dorsal fin just flops over. And also because they use the whale semen,
Yeah.
Can you give like whale Viagra?
Yeah.
Do
for the dorsal. But because a lot of the genetic line, we'll call it, has actually come from the same whale, a lot of them have the same sort of thing.
Dave.
Yeah. If you do Control T, you shouldn't really, but if you've got a Netflix, there's a film on it, I'll tell you all about it.
Blackfish.
Blackfish. Really interesting,
Not
yeah.
seen it.
It's really good.
Keep me.
I've seen Black Swan.
But no, it's not the same.
Totally different.
You've always been all
It's not like Portland fucking Caribbean.
I'm not
You don't
quite
know
woman. I'm in touch with my feelings.
So,
Right.
hang
Mr.
on.
I work on a rig.
What kind of DVDs do you watch in Devonville?
Dregscast.
Obviously. That's not a DVD.
After the Dregscast, yeah.
Before that, see on the bell, what's the bit at the end called? At the end of the bell, what's it called?
The bell stop.
Ah. So you meet girls, you're like, do you want to see the bell stop?
I love how I get your jokes faster than some people. I'm like, I'm just
you can see
choosing
it.
to your shit humour.
So, the bit at the end of the bell is called the bell stop.
Yeah,
No.
that's right.
So when you look at doctors, you're like, I've just got an infection in my bell stop. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, why would you have an infection in your bell stop?
Don't know, you've been sticking it in my
you lost on that one. Didn't you?
Oh, I know what's going on.
all the
Yeah,
I'm
prostitutes.
just not giving them
No coordination.
satisfaction.
So what DVDs do you watch in the bell end?
Just movies, TV shows.
Movies, like what? Like box sets and that?
Yeah.
I can tell you because he's told me this before.
Do you listen?
What they do is they go into a storage room and they sell all the stuff from the storage room.
Like Storage Wars?
Is that what it's called?
Oh, watching TV, yeah, fucking Storage Wars.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Storage
Great.
Wars.
Oh, I love and hate that show.
He loves it.
Shite.
Loves
So
it.
basically,
I used
Storage
to love
Wars.
it. Now it's
Yeah,
just
they made it terrible. They made it cheap. But it's all set up for cameras. Like all the stuff, it's all clean. It's all set out.
It's just the UK one you're talking about here.
All of them. Like even the American one, they're all set out. It's terrible. It's terrible. But you know, so you watch a lot of Storage Wars on DVD.
Well, I
What films do you watch?
All sorts.
Why are you not a film connoisseur? Why are you not like a?
Well,
Why do you not review films and say
I could do.
I give this one fish? Whatever you call it.
I should start it.
Yeah.
Just start a blog reviewing films and give them a certain amount of fish.
How much is the fish? It's what you call it.
How, like, fish out of 5 or out of 10?
Ah.
Is it
I-
better to review things
It's
out of 5
how about
or
this?
out
A
of 10?
fish out of water. It's a terrible film. It's rubbish.
Catfish.
Catfish. What was the last film you watched?
Really?
Oh, this one, no.
Remember?
Right, you can't remember, so it's a terrible film.
Must have been.
What was the last film you watched on the boat and you thought, that's an amazing film, changed my life? Titanic.
Nothing really. The last film I remember watching was Transformers: Age of Extinction, which was complete shite.
Right. What was that?
I used to do clinical trials. I did what you did, but for like about.
Does that explain like the third nipple?
Yeah,
It's called nubbin.
it's called the penis. I'd get about 2 paper Jaffa cake,
Yeah.
maybe less.
Well, yeah.
Carbs.
And
Got it up your Jaffa cake quoting, man.
Oh.
yeah, no, but I used to do a lot
Eat more
of
Jaffa cakes.
learning on there.
Ah, learning.
A lot of learning.
You did knowledge,
listening,
right?
listening,
Book
to,
smarts.
listening to positive, motivating people.
Demotivate people. So I do.
You know?
No.
I can see where this is going.
How do you spend your days?
I keep meaning to, but I keep forgetting to. Like,
How many calories do you burn though when you're working? Do you burn a lot more than the average Joe? Because it's cold. That's a lot of calories.
When you're working,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get like subsidised with calories? Like do you get like high calorie meals?
No, because you only eat twice a day. You have breakfast. You don't get lunch.
What do you get for breakfast?
Cereal, porridge.
Really?
That's not much, is
What
it?
do you get for dinner?
Is that why you're so small?
Yeah.
You lost a lot of weight.
Pathetic.
You lost half an inch.
Because you don't eat any lunch because you're working.
Yeah.
And then when you come back, you get.
You can't eat underwater.
No.
It's going to get wet, William.
Right. Well, you're too busy working to fucking shoot a fish and eat it.
Just soup.
8 hours without food.
You just get soup and a straw.
I would get furious. I don't mean with the management. I'd be like, a fucking bolt.
Yep.
Do you do this? You get tetchy.
Yep.
With the other guy.
You get a bit dehydrated.
And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to rip his umbilical out.
Towards
you asshole.
Towards the end of the dive, you get a bit dehydrated.
There's
There's water everywhere.
Water everywhere.
Yeah, not a drop to drink.
So
you don't have like a.
No.
Can you take a camelback down?
You can take camelback, but it makes the neck seal leak, and it's really annoying. I used to take one, but it's just too annoying.
cold.
Leak as in water coming in from the sea.
Gas coming out.
What kind of gas?
Because that could kill you, right?
No, helium. Well, that's what you're breathing.
Oh, what?
I'm just worried.
Hang on, you get a call back like, hello,
Yeah.
Why would that be fun? That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, well, it's like that for a month, isn't it? You're breathing
For a whole month.
You're breathing heliox for a month.
And then you come out like Joe Pasquale.
Do you talk like that on the surface when you're in the chamber?
Yeah.
So when you got the hookers, you're like,
No, you would do if they were in there with you. That's a very good. Hello. That's a very good impression of
I just love the fact that you got a hooker in Aberdeen with the helium voice.
So for a month. You're talking like this.
Yeah.
No wonder you're all like, like any port in a storm.
Yeah.
My favourite one is with that man. Is that still a port? It's like is that still a port? It's like looking at this older woman. It's like yeah, it's still a port, I guess. Rough around the edges, but yeah, it's still a port. So you get what? You get porridge for breakfast.
Well,
what do you get for dinner? Lobster, steak.
No, whatever's on the menu.
What's on the menu?
Is it catch and release? Is it? Thrown up on the
that really worked on radio.
Yeah.
For people listening in the car.
For people listening on their AM radio.
Let's all do some miming.
All those in Ochtermurti on their AM radio. Right.
People didn't get past the first 6 minutes of your sound effects.
This is the best
bit anymore. What's the question?
Salmon.
Dinner. What'd you get for dinner?
Hake.
Whatever's on the menu, they do. I don't know. Lasagna, fish and chips.
I'm committed to my major question, right? You're only 50 people at traffic cake. How do you spend your fucking millions?
What do you spunk on?
Like, what do you do? What do you do? Because the hobo is buying lottery tickets in the hope of having your kind of wealth, right?
Buy rental properties.
So what you do is you
invest it.
Right.
Invest a lot of it.
So hang on, wait. Just to clarify, with more money, you try to make more money.
Yeah.
Right.
With more money, you try to gain security.
Right. So
buy a gun.
This job isn't forever.
Doesn't sound hilarious so far. Next step.
This job isn't forever.
Understood.
Because the oil prices
do you find?
I'm the hobo. I'm the hobo.
Plan for your future. Hobo.
I've got this dream that as soon as I win the lottery, I'm going to get to live like this guy.
Oh,
well, if I won the lottery, I would live different from how I live now. Because that's proper money. Fuck off, I have. Not that much money.
It is a lot of money.
Is it bollocks?
So it is bollocks.
Here's
not
a
bollocks. It is not bollocks.
But it's not guaranteed money.
No, but it's not guaranteed
So
you get it.
I might not work next year. You don't know.
But you will.
You will.
Well, not necessarily.
See,
But
it's
you
always
will.
going to be there.
You could say that, but you will. Just because everyone's going to go. Tell you what, Terry.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't work in 2009.
At all.
I did one job in 2009.
I'm like 100 grand.
Yeah, no.
50 grand.
So it's cold.
40 grand.
A little bit less.
Close there, right? I did 1 month's work. I got 40 grand.
Yeah, but
You don't even need to pay 40% tax on that. You're down to the
I was abroad, allegedly.
cash in hand.
Allegedly. I didn't work at all. It's all a lie.
So it's cold. It's dark. It's lonely. It's unwelcoming.
Yeah.
How does your job differ from all the prostitutes that you stay with? Because to be honest, it pays well.
It's underwater.
The conditions are terrible.
It's underwater for once.
Is that all the only difference? Why
Essentially,
are you not a prostitute? On dry land?
On dry land.
Or you could be a
doesn't
submarine
pay as
hooker.
well. Doesn't pay as well.
Submariner hooker.
Yeah. You could have sex with a man who are bored for 28 days.
I don't think it pays as well.
You don't think? What do you mean?
No.
If you were in your little diving bell,
Yeah.
like a bit of tail what do you call it, fishtail, or man-ass. Oh, I'd pay half a Jaffa cake for that, just for 10 minutes, just to run riot.
Do you get horny
You can
on
make a
there?
lot of money.
Doing what?
Getting fucked by men.
You suggesting I go offshore and
No.
get fucked? What are
The
you
same
talking about?
job.
He's saying you double up.
You double up. Sell your ass underwater.
Yeah, you're saying I go to work and work.
Underwater.
Yeah.
And also
You can
And-
be,
haul myself out at the
Yeah.
same time.
you can be a working boy while
You
you're
can work
working.
boy while you're working boy.
Could, no. It's
Why
just,
not?
It's a stupid idea.
Why is it not? Why is that a stupid idea?
You fall in love. He's
Yeah.
very emotional.
Yeah.
He's
I'm falling in love with the tree.
fall in love with the chick.
Yeah, it's true. I get
I
too
just love the job.
I get too attached, and then when like the job finished and we left, we'd be like,
Call me.
call me, yeah. He'd be like, I've got a wife. And like, call me anyway.
Come here, mate.
That's
I'll come over for
I'll give
dinner.
you a
shall I
discount. I'll do it for
my
free.
my problem is I love too much.
Right.
That's the problem.
So that's where you mean
I get too emotionally invested in people.
Is that what you do at job interviews? You're like,
That's a book reference.
what
I've
is
never
your-
done it. I've never been to a job interview.
You never been at a job interview?
Aye.
So what, they
Aye.
look at you on paper and go, he's a diver, his safety record's clear, we're
Friends are
mistaken.
friends. Yeah, friends are friends.
Posh friends, got you.
Yeah.
My daddy owns
It's all the funny handshake.
Shell Gas. Do
That's it.
you want a job? Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, pretty much.
I last had a job, a paid job, I think in 2002.
That's,
So what have you got now then?
Well, like I don't
Job.
have a job, I don't have an employer,
Allegedly.
allegedly. 2002. I was looking through my employee things, looking for the P45s or something.
No, P60s.
Was this when you were bar staff
That was,
getting propositioned by
Any port
oil
stop
rig
Steve?
divers?
that was 2001, I believe.
Old
This
Steve.
is 2002.
Yeah, correct.
Wow.
That's a long time to not have
12
had an
years.
employer. So that was the last time I applied for
What's the
work.
point? Get to it.
Don't have one, just joining in, just...
I have to join in.
So you don't pay tax?
Join in.
Because I don't...
You're the worst kind
I
of
do,
person.
I'll be honest, I do feel very separate to society.
Really? Have you ever used the NHS?
No.
Not you.
Once.
You pay for your tax. You're
Yeah,
fine.
you-
You.
Alright. Yeah,
you-
imagine.
Yeah.
You fucking
Yeah,
go
when? Back in 2012?
I pay your wages.
Oh, yeah. I pay.
I paid my taxes twice, I just showed you earlier.
You did
Twice.
I paid my
What
taxes.
for?
Because he's rich.
Because I
Same
paid
tax twice.
Right, I paid them in June, and then they sent me a bill in this
Oh yeah,
last week.
payments on account.
Paid it twice.
Payments on account. You pay half of each. That's
No, literally.
No,
twice.
6 months.
This is from 2005 to 14. They sent me a bill, so I paid it. Then
Normally you pay like yearly.
yeah, normally
Every
normally not.
So,
9 years.
Do you have any advice to the viewer out there who's like,
894.
who the way we refers to as the working man, or not working man, little Stevie outside, scummer, wants to live a dream.
Like
It's
fully-
about-
fully
his,
dream.
his dream would be a needle in the arm, like, oh.
I'd say stay in school.
No,
take the drugs,
he's left school, he's on drugs.
I would say-
keep hydrated.
I'm asking him.
I know, but
he's made it. And then I'll ask
But
you.
whoa, has he? I think what he's made.
I'll ask him and then I'll ask you.
No, you'll ask me first.
All right.
Because I co-host.
You're right, you're quite right.
He's got very like his dreams are here. Achieve them.
He's not getting any dreams.
I don't have any
He's
dreams.
he's living now.
I'm winging it, man.
If I can have food and a crossbow, I'll be happy. Done it.
Right.
Yeah.
So why don't you say? So what you're saying is
that's
aim
it.
low.
Aim low. Aim low.
Aim
Aim
low.
low. Shoot high.
No, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
Shoot for the stars. Hit the pavement.
Right.
And if you miss, you're still lying in the
How
gutter
powerful?
looking up at the stars.
How powerful is your crossbow? Could you kill a man with it?
Oh yeah.
Could you kill an animal with it?
Yeah.
There's another side of this guy you don't know.
What's that? Left side.
I'm
He's
interested.
preparing for the
The
Armageddon.
apocalypse.
for the apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
Really?
Yeah.
Zombie or otherwise.
So how would
Factual.
you? Right. So
Go for it.
where do you live in Edinburgh? Roughly. Don't have to
Posh
be
Park.
specific.
Don't worry. Carry on.
So the zombie apocalypse comes. What are you gonna do? You're gonna like forage for food. I'll ask.
What's he got? How's he ready?
He's got a crossbow, obviously.
I've got a month's stored food.
Right.
I've got.
We can.
Now that's gonna go off soon.
No, it's not.
It's not. How long does it last then?
About 25 years. It's freeze-dried food.
So you bought it when? This year?
Yeah.
Right,
So,
no, that's what I checked.
tell you what, if you remind me in 24
Yeah.
years from now to buy another set,
He's got. He
assuming
can,
the apocalypse
Yeah,
hasn't
hasn't
happened by
happened,
then.
he can survive without electricity,
How?
food,
So you got a generator.
water, gas.
I've got a wood stove.
Right? That's one. How are you gonna get the wood? You have to go to the woods.
Go in the woods or
Right.
just
Now,
buy it.
you know
before the
actual
apocalypse.
wood.
just
No,
Rip-
you know wood for a
rip
wood
out the
burner
floorboards
stove.
from next door.
Takes at least a year to dry out. So you're a year behind already.
But then you could go out. I know where they.
You're a year behind already.
But there's a company.
So you've got to
that-
survive
there's
for a
a
year.
company that would deliver wood to you.
In
Right.
the apocalypse.
In the apocalypse.
no.
Apocalypse Road. How can I help you?
Hang on,
And the
let's go with
zombies
this.
driving on.
We're about this. I'll just.
Must deliver.
You finished. You finished.
No.
During the apocalypse,
That's ridiculous thing
drive
you've
out
ever
there. Drive out there.
In what?
Take the wood.
You're going to drive out there.
How are you
You're
going to drive
petrol.
there? How are you going to drive there?
In my car.
In your Maserati?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
You're going to go in your Maserati and pick
I
up...
don't have a
But
Maserati.
zombies will attack
Well,
your
you will
car.
by then.
And then the scavenger will attack your car. You need to be like... You
I
can,
got armed.
you're armed with what? A crossbow?
And
How long
other
does that take
stuff,
to load?
allegedly.
Like what? Allegedly. Right. I'm just thinking you've not really thought this through.
I have.
You think you have, but you've not.
No, the idea, I'm going to stock
Do you
up.
have an escape route?
Yeah,
From your
no.
house? Come on,
So,
you do.
okay.
Well, it's kind of like go down to the shore,
Shops.
steal a yacht,
Okay.
and
Right.
sail off to Inchkeith Island.
So-
Do you have a rope ladder from the ceiling?
No, I'll just walk down the stairs and out the door.
What happens if it's hoarded by zombies?
I can shoot them to death.
Wait.
Stay in the
really?
house. Stay in
Really?
the house is
Really?
my...
The bomb drops. Boom.
Do you-
Zombies
do you-
come.
do you
What's
have
the first thing you're going to
Do
do?
you have metal doors?
No, stay in the house.
For how long?
At least a month till it all dies down.
What do you mean
Everyone's
dies down?
It's going to perk up.
Zombies are going to be like, I'm really hungry now.
cool. Yeah, but they're going to starve after a bit.
No,
There aren't going to be any zombies.
They're going to eat each other.
Do you have flamethrowers on your garden?
Flamethrower, that's a good idea actually. No, I don't have a flamethrower.
So you're going to escape, and where are you going to go? Are you going to try for all the hot women that are left, or what's the plan? You have a plan, man.
Yeah.
You got no plan.
You've got a plan to survive for a month.
The plan is to stay in the house
It's food.
and see what happens.
You got enough food to survive a month
Yeah.
on your own,
Yeah.
and you'll be fully fed, or you'll be like, oh, I'm a bit hungry.
A couple of meals a day.
What would
Well,
you
you're
do?
used to that.
What would you do
Yeah.
in the apocalypse?
What do you mean? But what, how would I?
I'll tell you what,
Probably
I'd
How would I
die.
prepare? What would you
get
do?
out of town and I'd go up and live on the hill where I used
How
to
do you
live.
eat?
Sheep.
Yeah.
Sheep, good answer.
Animals are
With
super.
their zombified sheep.
No, no, they're
Goodbye.
not.
How are you getting up to the hills?
Do you know there was a guy who
I'm
went...
taking a bus, apocalypse bus.
Apocalypse
Hello.
bus.
Apocalypse
I
taxi.
can walk back there.
Yeah, but there's zombies in the way. How are you walking through all these
Walk
zombies?
past
Because I'm
them.
in the countryside. Why are we the
Maybe
zombies?
you've got to get
in the
from here
countryside?
to the countryside.
Well, when I realised that the zombie apocalypse is
See, when I realise it's coming, I'm going to order a load of wood.
Sorry, mate, not today. It's the apocalypse. What? You know, it's like Christmas. You can't order wood in the apocalypse.
the zombie wood deliverer arrives. Say, you're not a zombie, are you? No.
Half like an arm hanging on.
What if he's got a van full of wood?
You're not going to try and eat my flesh, are you? No way.
I think the zombies who are delivering the wood, their company should be called You've Got Wood.
If only we had a sound effect for tumbleweed. That doesn't really work on the
I thought
podcast.
the zombies.
It's a Dregscast.
Zombies delivery.
I told you, podcast from here.
But podcasts is for
Dregscast
people.
over here.
Podcasts is for people who are listening.
Oh,
And it,
You don't even
you
know.
got the YouTube cast.
Don't
haven't
even
you?
know. There's a
what I do right
How
is
many people download this to listen
Lots.
as opposed to look?
well they can't. There's not
Five.
a facility. to
There
do
is.
it. Oh, there is a facility.
I don't want to tell them what it is because you'll ruin my stats, but
Just
you,
audio,
you can
yeah.
download it.
Video's better because you can see exactly where
When are you
people
sorting
stop
out this
watching.
stuff?
Sorry,
When are you guys sorting out
I
the
need to get the number off you. That's all I need to
cards?
do right now. Right. I don't know about you.
No.
All right. We're gonna wrap it up.
I want to find out nothing.
Seriously, man. How rich are you?
How did it change
Give me a
your life?
number.
Of what?
How rich are you?
I can't.
Hookers.
No,
Number of
just-
hookers.
Yeah. Okay. How much would you spend on a quiet night in on a bottle of vodka? Genuinely.
30 quid.
Right.
What-
There you go. That says a lot.
What would you have to not buy that you fancy buying?
What?
Like, you know, I might go,
You have to not buy that you fancy buying.
I really fancy going to a really expensive 5-star restaurant 9 days in a row. I can't afford it. You?
No.
Oh,
Make it rain.
I really fancy flying first class to Singapore.
I could, but I wouldn't because
You
I'm
could.
ultimately very cheap.
But you could and it wouldn't damp you at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Where you gonna spend your
what's it
money
called?
on?
What's it called? That thing that's going to go to space? Spaceship One. Spaceship One. Oh, it's £100,000
A
or
rocket?
whatever.
I could save up for it.
Save up, as in you have it. But
A rainy day fund for the Spaceship One, where the zombies can't get me. 'Cause
All
I'm
right.
in space.
All right. Ferrari.
Maserati 500. Talk to me.
Just have to save up for it.
For how long?
Couple of
So
shit.
how much is a Ferrari?
Couple of shifts.
Yeah, like a week.
Okay.
A few years.
Really?
Well, mate, mine's just bought an R8, so let's put it like that.
What's that?
Audi R8.
That's a car.
Yeah.
Why have you not bought a tank for the zombie apocalypse? You could have bought a tank.
Could have.
It's the only reason you couldn't buy it now.
Couldn't keep it in the garage.
It's the only reason you
Garage.
couldn't buy it now because you've got investments and most of your money's held up,
Yes.
tied up. Right.
Right,
okay.
just a quick thing.
So
in the
if you-
zombie apocalypse,
if
that means fuck all.
If you were to liquidate all your holdings,
Yeah.
How many millions?
what could you not do?
I don't know.
Could you fly? A jet in Russia?
Yes.
Okay.
You do anything in Russia though, for
Yeah.
the right price.
That's like 20 quid.
Could you blow up a cow?
Yeah.
Yeah. cash.
You
for
could
$100
do
bucks.
You could go to space.
Yeah.
Why are you not doing this shit?
That's right.
Because you'd spend all your money.
Because you have to
and then you'd
wait.
be like, oh shit.
Oh man, I've
I've done all that stuff. What now? I don't know, make more money, see what you can do.
So
You're
instead,
You're
no
ridiculous.
one's going to space yet, are they?
instead you go, yeah, Spaceship One.
Can I have some of your money?
Well,
Well, can I have some of your money so I can spunk it on ridiculous shit?
No.
Why not? You're not going to spend it.
this is what the hope
Oh, I am going to spend it at some point.
Do you
Oh,
know?
what?
I don't know.
Here,
Hey, I'll spend it for you.
nah, you won't.
I will.
I did it, and they,
No, but I did though.
they didn't.
I would not think, yeah,
Ah,
but I
see?
did it. That was
Right.
different though. You can just print more. You can. Give me some money. Go on, you're not good for it.
You're not good for
You're not
that.
good for it at
I'll
all.
pay you back.
No, I mean, I'll pay you back in experience.
Do you know, they did a study of, I think, 15 or 20 years of people who'd won the lottery. And within 1 year, I'm going to make up numbers.
Okay.
But within 1 year, 80% of the people were back to the wealth they had when they won the lottery or less. And these are only the big winners. Only the big winners. Oh, 500,000 or more. And then 2 years, 95% were back to what the income they had before or less. And like 3 years, they're pretty much all gone. There was only one guy who had more after winning a big win on a lottery. And this is all over
The
the
world.
world. Yeah. People just get money and they blow it. Whereas you get money
You don't.
and you do fuck all with it.
It's
That's
not
what you
that
do.
much. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
That's a risk.
What would you do? Okay, what would
That's
you
how
do
rich
if you won the
people are
lottery?
rich, though, I
What
guess.
would you
If I
do?
won the lottery, I'd probably buy a fucking big
About
yacht.
14 houses and I'd
No.
rent them out.
No, because lottery money that's money for life, isn't it? You win 10 million.
Do you,
I'd say on
do,
the
you,
lottery.
do you know? No, this is the thing. The guy is in Glasgow who won 100 million or something like this. Do you know what they do? SFA. It's sweet fuck
All
up.
right, Scottish Football Association.
Yeah, sweet fuck
They
up.
bought 3 teams.
Nothing. They're right. They do nothing.
None.
Nothing.
Depends how much you win. If I won 10 million, it would be yachts.
What about a
I'd own a
million?
yacht and just cruise around the world.
But you could do that now.
No, I can't.
You can.
I can't. Not
small
even
yacht.
close. A small yacht, that's not good enough.
It's
Got to
big.
be-
Okay, right.
I mean, there's a certain level of.
You've got to have a Balogunov.
You got to have a deck 25 and a deck 1. Of course.
What
you
happens
do.
when you run out of cash? You're like,
You
oh,
got
shit.
you got the black guys
I'm out
running
of
the boat.
cash. I've still got like another 30 years to live.
I'd buy a man of war.
I'll be that hobo by the gym saying, yes.
Maybe you could just be like a steward on somebody else's. Because I knew a few chefs who worked on. Like,
Cruises.
they're private chef
Yeah.
for the guys who've got these big ships. And yeah, it's a pretty easy life.
Yeah, cooking
2
stuff.
meals a day.
Yeah, but you're subservient to someone. Couldn't do that.
Yeah. Oh, look at me. I'm on a 300,000
You're
pound.
you got.
No, 3 million.
You're
pound
underwater
budget.
working for the big gas company.
You're subservient.
Working for the man.
You're a servant.
You're submarine. You're subaqua. Well, not subaqua. You're subterranean.
Yep.
Eventually.
You give £1 for every £1.50. You give 40% of your Jav cakes to the government.
What have you done for charity? Nothing.
Drove to Mongolia
Yeah, I drove to Mongolia.
and raised
What's the point?
1,500 quid.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
1,500
can you
quid.
go on a trolley and raise money for spastics? That's fucking
This used to
ridiculous.
piss me off at university. Sponsor me.
Do it for charity.
Sponsor
Do it
me
for
to do a
you.
parachute jump.
Sponsorship, I basically
Like,
pretty much paid most of it myself. You have to raise 59 quid charity, and I paid a good sort of 500-600 quid of it myself.
that's not most of it. You're pretty shit at
All
maths.
of it. You paid all of it.
That would be
Let's
We've
get
se-
there.
You've seen this already.
that would be almost a third.
Basic
About a third.
maths.
That's not
More
most.
than you would expect to sponsor yourself.
Yeah, but just
When was the last time you did a sponsored thing?
Never.
I don't like sponsor things. I just give money away.
Do you?
Yeah,
Me too.
people who wants it? Do you want it?
To get it, so
Do you like give £2 a month to whoever?
Nah,
That's not good money,
There you
right?
Nah, I wouldn't do that shit.
It has to be significant amounts.
I like to change lives.
You give it to the hobo on the street so we can spend it on.
No, because
Lottery tickets.
if I feel as though I can make a difference, I'd make a difference.
Who do you give it to then?
Who do you want?
People.
No, I'm asking who do you give it to?
I don't want to name names.
They'll be watching right now. They'll
Name,
be like,
name their situation.
poor.
Do you give it
I'm
to people
happy.
on the street? Do you give it to people
No, I wouldn't give it to people who I don't know.
you don't know? So you give free gym memberships to struggling students.
It's not
Is
about
that
me.
your verse of charity? It's not about me.
It's not about
It's not about me. It's all about you.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, the Dregscast comes to our climactic and dramatic end. Posh boy over here
Come on.
versus full posh boy over here.
Come on, he says.
You're posher than me.
Yeah,
He's posh,
I'm
but you
this
got
guy.
more money. You're
You
rich.
got more
Yeah,
money.
but he's like proper posh.
You've
I
got
want
money.
a bosh.
You got money.
It's like got nothing, but it's still posh.
He's got land.
Landed.
You got
Landed
land.
gentry, you're like a laird.
Yeah.
You've probably got like a.
How do you
Look
know?
at this.
A
Look
glass on
at,
it.
see the way I'm sitting now? It's like I'm holding my.
How do you know?
like
How
I'm
do
holding
you
a
know?
walkie
See what?
stick.
How do you know?
Glass
See
of a
what?
small
Like?
How do you know,
dog
see what, Willie?
And on that note,
We never found out in what way I've changed his life.
oh yeah, what
What's
was
that
it?
the big question?
Yeah, what's that big
What way I
question?
changed my life? This is a tough question.
You-
Bigger biceps.
Your biceps bigger. Would you say significantly bigger or substantially
Significantly
bigger?
bigger.
Not neither of those two. Slightly. It starts with S as well.
Of course you.
Half an inch in a couple of weeks is
That's
nothing.
pretty good actually.
Yeah.
I guess.
Sweet.
I would not have been on the Dregscast.
No.
You can't pay for this shit. These are experiences you can't pay for.
Can't.
Unless you want to pay us. It's a grand each.
Just drop whatever's in your pocket.
Half a Jaffa cake. That's all I'm asking.
No, it's nothing.
That's just your testicles.
Yeah.
What did you do that to me?
Is that the pressure that makes them so small?
It is.
Wow.
It affects you like that.
Well, before we go, because obviously you're the most.
You know what? One serious.
You're the richest man.
No,
we've ever
because
had.
you're the richest man most people will ever have met.
Yeah.
Right? You are.
true.
You're an international. You're an international playboy.
Okay.
Most people would aspire to a life like this,
Right.
and you hang out with me doing your biceps, like at random
Well,
times
it's
of the
try
day.
shooting the poor people.
And your triceps. We don't just do the buys.
Well, it's just killing time before I do something else.
And
Right.
yeah, but like,
So right now, just killing time until January when I go sailing.
Right then.
what's your advice to the 16-year-olds who are taking marijuana and
I want to be
various
like
other
you,
drugs?
Owen.
I want to be like you. Seriously, if I could earn that kind of money, I was thinking about having a shit job where I sit in a diving bell and just get paid shitloads of money.
You've got
That
to
would be awesome.
You've got to be stubborn and belligerent.
Like a racist.
Not quite like a racist.
Because they're
Just more like set a goal and just.
You set no goals. Come on.
I know.
I decided.
I tried to be filthy rich.
I decided. Yeah, basically. I decided.
And that was the
I
best way to do
sitting in the airport in Phuket in Thailand,
Phuket.
having been trying to find dive instructing work, and it was hard to find, very poorly paid, and I'd heard about deep sea, North Sea divers earning shitloads of money, and I made the decision to become one, and there we go.
So find what you want to do and just do it.
Yeah, basically.
It seems to be pretty easy.
And do what's necessary to.
And how much was the
Come on
deep sea diving course?
7,000.
$7,000 to start with, and
And that's the money your gran left you.
No,
that was the money. Yeah, that was the money the ground left me. And
Get
then
yourself some sweets. Here's 7
And
grand.
after that, it was there's a load more costs.
I would agree with that on the count of the fact the number of people I've met who say, oh, I'd love to do something really easy, but I can't because I've got something I hate.
Yeah.
When they tend to say in that tone, I would say, well, stop with something you hate and do the something you love.
That was when I first started doing anything. I thought, don't do for money what you wouldn't do for free.
Yeah.
The idea that
Which grade did you get that off? So that's not yours.
They got it at the Christmas cracker.
yeah,
My,
fortune cookie.
what does he say? He says, find a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. But a lot of those jobs are very
Apart from the
poorly
days you
paid.
go to work.
Mine's very poorly paid.
So then I made the decision to, fuck it.
So-
I'll do something related to what I like. That earns a lot more
What
money.
do you like? Money. Of course.
Then you work in a
What
bank.
makes it?
If you like money, work in a bank. You're
Touch the money.
surrounded by money.
All the time.
I quite like diving, so I thought I'll take it to the point where it earns a lot of money.
What's the most prostitutes you've ever had in one shot?
In one what?
Shot.
What should you
One
want?
shot.
One bulk buy. Because you must get a discount, like 5 for 1.
Oh, Mr. Owen, you come back. Oh,
Literally.
5 for 10, 10 for 3,
10 for 3.
15 for 9.
Yeah, 10 for 3.
10 for
10 for 3. 3 baht for like 10.
9 for 6.
10 minutes. As many as you want in 10 minutes. All you can eat.
Mr. Coca-Cola, not naming Mr. Coca-Cola, the managing director of Mr. Coca-Cola, used to go to a brothel near where I lived in Brazil.
Huh?
And he used to take 17, 18, I can't remember the number, 17, 18 prostitutes in one shot.
Jesus.
He just hang out and
For,
like,
for an hour.
what would you do with that? Like, that's
Have fun.
it's just lonely.
17, I mean, how many could you realistically use?
You don't need to fuck. Whatever.
Even if you've had 40 Viagra, there's still,
We've only got so many limbs.
I reckon there's 14 women just going,
Yeah.
I dance for you, Mr.
But
Coca-Cola.
you're probably in the hot tub and they're all oiled and dancing.
Yeah, maybe I'd enjoy it. Maybe I'm being silly. Maybe your life's better than I thought it was.
Well done.
Wait!
Oh.
Sound effect.
Nice.
Thanks very much for watching the
Sound
Dregscast.
It's been amazing.
Dregs has got to get home.
I'm just moving it to the camera.
It's
want Jingle Bells?
well, it's Saturday the whatever of whatever.
6th. We're on the Christmas night.
Do the
Christmas jingle.
The jingle as well.
To prove it's Christmas. They can't see you dance with drinks, but.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you. Quick notices: if you want to buy a T-shirt,
Buy a t-shirt.
buy a T-shirt. Buy a T-shirt. It's 15 quid. People keep asking. You can have them. You can have them. At Dregscast is where we're on the Twitter. It'll be getting better. Good. Subscribe now. A lot of people keep saying
More Dregs. They say more Dregs.
My YouTube account doesn't allow me to subscribe. That's because you don't have a YouTube account. You need to create one and log into it. Anything else? Yes.
I think that's it. Much love.
And that's,
Good night.
Is that it?
Good night.
It was.
Good night.
Love you all. Boom.